Wake up, Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break. Brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Wednesday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Lots to get to today. Hope you had a great skip day yesterday. We did see some people stop by, and then after you guys left, we had more stop by.
Yesterday, I had a lot of texts. Skip day really took off a little bit. We're going to have something here.
We're
going to get a
National.
LPS will be shutting schools down here. Just
Don't you want to go national with this?
I think
we got to start local, then you go national.
I
got to
think
start
I do.
somewhere.
I'm going to start this.
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't.
I'll get a hold of T-Bob down in New Orleans. See if we get started.
Shoot high.
He's a party man. We know that. T-Bobby Bear.
Yeah.
Shoot high.
I agree. This is going to catch on. But I tell you what, it was incredible.
Worldwide.
Kaiser Painting helped us out, and then there's a lot of energy towards it. A lot of energy towards Skip Day.
What's your friend's name? Kaiser.
Jay Kaiser.
Jay.
Kaiser.
It's not Kaiser. You kept saying Kaiser. It's still Jay Kaiser.
He was a big part of it.
Yes,
He brought those donuts.
He brought the energy. He really did. And then also at that, again, 2 weeks paid vacation to start your career with Kaiser Painting. Yes,
I may need that.
And vacation before you start. That's like that's the ultimate job right there.
If I get sideways with Husker Online, that'd be an option.
On 3.
I could paint.
Steve Sipple on 3. It was like you're in a sitcom. It was like you're in some sort of that was the best.
You're supposed to introduce yourself.
I know.
Keith Mann.
All I care from now on out, though, every time, no matter who you're talking to, you're talking to Satterfield.
Steve
Sipple on 3.
Yeah, we know who you are.
I'd like to be able to get. Can we throw the ticket in?
I can throw the ticket in. I could.
Steve Sipple, the ticket.
You want me to practice?
Yeah.
Steve Sipple, Husker Online, and hold on. See, I messed up. Steve Sipple here, Husker Online, and the ticket. Just a nuts and bolts
that's
question.
Smooth. See, that's smooth.
I just got some house cleaning.
Yes.
Question.
Fits.
Who's calling the play?
Yeah, who is calling the play? Who's really calling the play?
So when you said that,
should I go back to rule?
And obviously you got snapped back on by. I'd love you been like, no, seriously, who's calling the play?
Yeah, come on.
Wink at him.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
We did. In your eye.
I just need some answers here. I need some honest answers. Come on.
Oh,
he wasn't that snappy.
Oh, that was funny.
All right, guys.
So Skip Day was great. We'll get to that later on. It is Valentine's Day for keeping track at home, which is important because this might be something that you hear at some point today.
Is this PG?
Right? Yeah. Is that PG to you?
Pretty much.
I don't know how happy that makes you.
Let's see if this is PG. Yeah, this is PG.
It's PG. It's all you got. Stop. It's innocent.
I allowed me to share the ample time I've spent in front of a TV to share with Jake and Josh this morning about a TV show you want to watch. How'd you find it, Josh? We had to figure out how you found it, but it's unbelievable. It's King of Queens, and that song gets played like 15 times, and they're at a bed and breakfast up in like New Hampshire or something. Deacon and Kelly, and then they were getting ready to have relations.
Is that right?
Yes, and they played it every day. And so, but Doug and Carrie's room was basically right next to theirs, so they could hear it every 2 hours.
That's a good episode.
It's really good. Just get a chance to watch.
It sounds good.
And also, it just makes you happy.
Every 2 hours, right there.
That's good.
I also got a text last night from the leading tackler in the history of Norfolk High, Lauren Swigert. You met with a nice shirt.
Yeah, he's got a great shirt.
Yeah, got a great shirt. So he called, texted me and just said that Hitch was on He's waiting for the dance scene to come on.
Okay.
When Usher plays. And he goes, I've seen it 20 times. It's great every time. Yes. So
it's beautiful.
It's just nice to know that people are listening to The Ticket.
Thank you.
I'm just pleased that Skip Day got off the ground. I'm serious. I'm happy.
Yeah.
We have
got off the ground.
Yeah. We have a response on Skip Day from Mitch in Hastings.
Oh, nice.
Chimes in on the text line.
Mitch.
He says, update on Skip Day, had about 2 kids gone in each of my 6 classes. I teach kindergarten through 5th grade and will be asking them today if they listen to The Ticket.
That would be incredible.
Please get back.
Please get back
Mitch,
to us.
please confirm if that's what happened to these missing children at school yesterday.
They're not missing children.
Not missing children.
We're going to have an Amber Alert, Jake.
No, Amber Alert. The Ticket just sent out a false Amber Alert.
Now we're in trouble.
Now we're in trouble.
School.
We have an Amber Alert. What happened to the kids?
God, not like that.
Jake.
Not like that.
Please choose your words more carefully.
What would you say? The absent children? How about that?
Yeah, not missing.
Absentee.
The absent children
There's
yesterday.
missing children.
Yeah. That's alarming. And they're kindergartners.
Not good. One more from Reed in Des Moines.
Jake's in charge of Amber Alerts.
They're up on the interstate.
That's not
everywhere.
funny, by the way.
No, it's
Go
not
move
funny.
on.
No.
Play that song.
Yeah.
Play it.
You mean this song right here?
I'm feeling it.
That one. Valentine's Day.
Valentine's
You might have
Day.
played about 45 times today, so you can get sick of that
That could
song.
be another one where it gets heated in here. Just crank that up.
Yeah, that's probably better than taking
They can soothe everybody out.
If we start talking,
Don't even do bracketology.
If we start
Stop
talking
it.
billetology,
Yeah,
whip that up.
billetology. Don't do billetology. You had him as his 7th seed. Now you got him his first 4 in. It's impossible.
It's cranked though.
I'll give him a hug.
Okay,
I'm feeling Randy.
From Des Moines.
Yeah, Reed in Des Moines. This is actually circling back to Build a Breaker. You had
Build a Breaker
a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Reed says, circling back to Bill's Build a Breaker from a few weeks ago. My wife has agreed to start waking up at 6 a.m. with me. We listen together while doing some housework before our daughter wakes up. So Reed from the meat market in Des Moines has now made his wife a breaker right at 6 a.m.
I wonder if we can order from them. Can you text us? I'd like to order some beef sticks or something.
We would like to get some of that.
Yeah,
the meat market. Yeah, help us out, Reed in Des Moines.
Yes, Duke likes beef sticks. He does.
Hey, maybe we could do that. And if you're,
thank you, Build a Breaker.
What is Build a? I was in Hawaii.
Yeah, Build a Breaker was just everyone had a responsibility. Every breaker was to bring in a new breaker.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's how you double and triple your. That's why we have the millions of listeners.
You're business savvy.
Yes. Now, we have something really important to address here. On the text line.
Is it breaking news?
Yeah. I guess we've that. Hang on. I get all the sounders going this morning.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, we have news.
We have news. This is big.
It's a text. Breaking news. We've received a text from Laura Busch.
Oh.
On the text line.
Oh, jeez.
On the text line, we received a text. It says, there's a picture. It says, bet you didn't get this for Valentine's Day. Bill must think I need deodorant to cook more, to do laundry, and wash dishes.
Yes, that was part of her Valentine's gift.
What is it?
It's a picture of all the stuff on the car.
Yeah, notice there's a nice card on there.
Yes,
I made the Valentine's card myself.
It says hashtag Bill Busch real life Valentine experience with a smiley face at the very end. So she's happy with it.
What's the
happy with it?
I got her I went to the dollar store. I got her 20 bottles of Ajax soap. I got some cleaner. I got some hangers. I got some Louisiana hot sauces in there.
I see that.
Deodorant. Deodorant's in there.
Great Be my Valentine.
A bunch of Tupperwares, and I made Tupperware, and I made my own card. I made my own card. I bought a big piece of poster board, and I made it in my car. I
can see it right here.
I bought some. Yeah, I made it in the car.
Play the song.
You mean
this is going
to get you mean this one right here?
Yeah, you know what this is leading to?
That one. That right there. So, Bill is romantic.
Magic.
That's a lot of Ajax.
Well, what she doesn't know, which we'll just make the announcement right now.
Yeah,
that she does know she's got from Valentine's. I've also hired I'm using the word knockoff version, but a local version of California Closets.
What's that mean?
So it's a closet and house organizer. So people come into your house and they help organize your closet.
You're kidding me.
No, they help.
That's pretty cool, actually.
And so they come in. So in our master bedroom, it's a walk-in closet, but it's not very big. And so I've kind of moved downstairs. So I've got that for Laura. You don't know that, but on February 22nd, we have an assessment crew coming in.
February 22nd.
Yeah, they are.
What's today?
Yeah,
it's the 14th.
The 14th.
Valentine's
What's today?
Valentine's Day every year.
What's
is
today?
February 14th.
Thanksgiving falling on Thursday again this year.
Making sure.
No, some people do school.
Sure.
So Laura, you also have a closet professional coming in.
That's romantic.
Yes.
That'll be fun too.
That is nice. Someone says right now they're parade bound to Kansas City for the Chiefs
Super
Bowl parade.
That would be
Chiefs
incredible.
Super Bowl parade today. How about that for romance?
Yeah.
Hey, going to the parade
That'll be fun
for a title.
And then tomorrow's Canadian Flag Day. So
It's a busy week.
Yeah.
It's a busy week.
We should do something.
Oh, Canada.
That was good. That was really good. Anything else for idle chit chat?
No,
Sip
I
at
don't
all?
think I did, but we're running pretty long. Let's get to sporting talk.
Bill, got anything real quick? Or no? Ready to move on?
Let's talk about sport.
Yeah,
Let's talk about
let's
sport.
talk about
Okay. That's idle chit chat sponsored by our friends at Newton's Lawn Care. Please call or text Andrew at 402-440-6297 because spring, it feels like it's here. So get ahead of
It
things.
does.
Yeah.
It does.
50 degrees yesterday.
And I
It's
think
going to be
it's
60 next week, I think, at some
I think
point.
Bill was right. I don't know if snow's coming.
The snowblower's done.
Put it away.
Oh yeah, it's
He
done.
put
Yeah.
it away.
Knock
It's
on
over.
wood.
Winter's over, guys.
Winter's
I
done.
called that.
Knock on
I
wood,
called
Jake.
that 2 weeks ago.
Listen, January was so bad we deserve winter to be done the rest of the year. That was so
January.
cold and snowy. Come on. We don't need anything more the rest of the year. It's
January.
fine. Well, Sip, last night you listened to Matt Rule on the radio. He spoke. We'll get to some news about the combine here in a second. But before that,
Did we get any audio?
I don't have audio. We're not allowed to play
Oh,
audio
because
because
on the
that's
ra-
from the
oh.
Husker Sports
Here's the
Network.
deal.
We're not
I
allowed
got
to
you.
play
So
that.
what went down, Steve?
Here's the deal.
Give
Now,
us the scoop.
you
Yeah.
guys can't be critical of me, and it's fine. I don't mind.
Why do you always say that? You always say we're critical, and Bill's going to push back on that before you even say anything.
I don't. When we have these coaching searches and certain names are invoked, I hardly believe anything. All right, I just don't.
So
I
you
just
didn't.
never.
So you don't believe Rule's been hired? I'm confused.
No.
Still here.
With
I saw
UCLA,
him.
you saw Tony White's name mentioned, and everybody was in kind of a lot of people were nervous. I wasn't, but then last night, Rule talked, and he did mention that Martin Jarmon called him, the UCLA AD. So Tony White was involved in it for sure. I mean, Martin Jarmon just didn't call Rule for the hell of it, right? I mean, there's a reason. And Rule said he was nervous. He goes, it's you're nervous in February when someone's looking at your defensive coordinator. So it was real. When I wasn't positive about it. But that was there wasn't a lot. It was only a 15-minute session with Rule. And that was the most interesting thing. It was real. And I'm guess looking back, if you compare Foster's resume and Tony White's resume, I mean, White has a better resume. At least he's been a coordinator, and successful. He had the 11th ranked defense. So that I get it. I guess I never really buy into a lot of that talk until I hear something like that. Okay, it was real. It was real.
The quote from Matt Rule. I can't play. I'll read the quote
can't
from
play
Matt
it.
Rule. This is a quote. I thought Tony would have been an excellent choice for UCLA. I don't want to lose Tony White at all. I love Tony. I want him to go coach here forever, but there will come a time when he is going to have an opportunity to be a head coach, and he deserves that. I think we have great young coaches in that room who are ready to be coordinators.
So he said, then he added, so with one more year, as we kind of build this system and morph into what we want to be, he said, I'd love to see that. One more year. I mean, I think he just thinks he's going to lose it soon enough, soon, not this year. But anyway, that's that. I don't, now I guess they at least looked at Tony White. Now I got a question for you guys. If you're Martin Jarmond, the UCLA AD, did you say to Rule, hey, you like LA? Ever thought of coming here? Should you even ask him? As long as you're talking to him?
Yeah, I know. I would doubt.
As long as you're talking to him, did you just say, hey, I mean, we're looking at your defensive coordinator.
How much they paid him at Nebraska?
Well, you'd have to.
Chip Kelly was getting $6 million,
yeah,
right? And Matt Rule's getting what,
you would just have
$9.5 million at
to take
Nebraska.
it'd be a total flyer. It'd just be a total flop.
I guess you could ask him, but that's taking at least $3 million.
And especially if the quote is correct from the AD, where he said, "I want someone who wants to be a Bruin," which means he was looking for a Bruin tie.
A Bruin tie.
And both those have Bruin ties.
So Tony White had a strong Bruin tie as an ex-player.
Yes.
Yeah. So he probably wouldn't.
Does Matt Rule have a strong Bruin tie?
No. But that might trump it if you could get a guy that's been a head coach. It might trump the Bruin tie thing. I mean, I don't want to talk about Deshaun Foster like he's incapable, but it's not a wow hire. It's not. They're going into the Big Ten with a guy who's never been a head coach. He's never been a coordinator.
It'll be difficult for him. It'll be difficult.
Yeah.
The test will be where they're at in the spring with the portal. That's where everything will come about, to see
portal.
If there's no one's going anywhere right now. It's not in mid-February. They're just not. They're gonna be like, hey, we're gonna ride. If there's any sort of parental guidance through this, would be just go through spring ball and then figure out where you're at. If you want to go in the portal, you can do that during the second round. And so that's what you'll see if all of a sudden there's a big, which I wouldn't anticipate this, but all of a sudden if there was a big push of your really good players that went into the portal in April or whenever it opens back up, that would be the one that would then you'd be like, okay, well, now we have some issues.
Mm-hmm.
If no one leaves at all, then you're pretty happy with it.
I think
but you mentioned their big reason was that, can Tony White retain the players when he's not there?
I don't know.
I mean, you'd have to admit it'd be harder to retain players when you're not there and don't have a relationship with them, even though you have a history at the school.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, those are some things that obviously come into it.
Foster, yeah. I mean,
Sean Foster.
I think that's a big reason he got the job. Who is that?
It's obviously it's a rock and roll band,
a war country band.
Yeah, someone's coming to town there.
Someone's coming in like that. You see that? That was incredible.
Josh, see, there's a concert tonight.
Yeah. Who's playing?
See if PBA's got a concert tonight.
Yeah,
that
somewhere.
looks incredible. There was 4 air conditioners on the top of the bus. That was like almost Taylor Swifty type of looking thing.
She's in Lincoln. Just driving through.
Just
on the way to KC
on the way to KC for the parade.
See, who's a PBA?
Will she be at the parade? We need to know this. Right there.
It's Pantera.
Pantera.
We just saw him drive by.
We just saw Pantera drive by for sure. It was not
PBA
Mark.
Tonight. Yeah, they were in Memphis. They're in Memphis, so they're okay.
They had to be them. 1,000%.
There's no doubt.
chance besides. Yeah, it had to be them.
Josh, go down to PBA.
Yeah, get a little scoop for us, Josh. Pantera's
get a live.
We can play the breaking news. You can be like Les Nessman from WKRP.
Is there anybody listening?
Yes.
Yeah, we have listeners, of course.
I wonder if Pantera's listening.
Oh, it's Pantera. If you're chiming through, if you're listening, as you're driving through Lincoln, yeah, please. 402-464-5685.
Josh, stay by the phone.
Pantera, we want to hear from you because you just drove by the studio. You didn't wave to us at all.
Remember when we first went on the air the first day, right? We wonder if people were honking and waving. Can they hear us? And now we don't even think about it anymore.
There's sometimes people turn their heads.
The problem is that we can't hear them honk. Yes. This is soundproof. So they've tried to blare. You can't hear it.
It's not totally soundproof.
Well, not this side. This side you can hear. That side's hard.
No, we heard Farley running the vacuum cleaner.
That's right, over here,
right in the middle of our show on Monday. So
we did.
Didn't affect us at all.
No,
the only other thing on the rule show is he talked about that 11 a.m. kickoff, and it's going to be a Husker day because there's a softball game and a football game. You can take recruits over there. Fans can come in for the whole day. 11 a.m. kickoff. Bill will be birthday bash at halftime.
Yes.
Birthday bash
honored halftime at midfield.
We're making the announcement for the dome.
So it's going to be a big day.
Yeah, retractable roof.
I can't wait for that.
That is April 27th.
That's right.
That's your birthday.
Yes, it is.
April 27th.
Yes, it is.
And I can't think of anything else. He did talk about the big running back, Dante Dowdell. He talked about the receivers, too. I was more interested in the running back.
Of course. Naturally. You love Dante Dowdell. You like the big running back.
Here's what he said. Here's what he said.
Nothing better than competition. Nothing better than having competition.
Here's what he said, though. Here's what he said. Now, I'm not, you might want to get that song cranked up. He's just a big, powerful man.
What? Come on.
Now we're in trouble again.
This whole week we've got in trouble every single day.
Josh wants a timeout.
That's 3 straight days. We've had something questionable on the airwaves.
You want some more?
No.
He's just a big, powerful man. He's young. He's only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger in the Big Ten. And the weather we play in. Now, there you go, Jake. You might want to play it. In the weather we play in and the way we want to play, having a guy that can finish games, having a guy who can get short yards, that doesn't mean our other guys can't. But to add in another young player who has size and physicality, I think we got better.
That's for you, Sip.
Strong man.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, there
Thanks,
you go.
Steve.
Dante Dowdell, everybody. All right.
Yeah,
So
Canadian Flag Day tomorrow, guys.
that's Matt Rule on the radio. Other news
Are
from
we gonna do
yesterday. Yeah, we will. Maybe we'll see what happens. Other news that was disappointing for Nebraska fans was the combine. It gave out their initial 321 invites. 18 from Michigan. We saw 13 from Washington. 12 Florida State.
Those are good numbers.
11 for both Texas and Georgia. 10 for both Alabama and Penn State. Nebraska, zero players to the combine.
So the ones
of 321.
The ones you would have thought maybe. I mean, Newsome, Quint, I would have thought had a shot. Yeah, thank you.
It's the same situation where they have it divided out. I know by numbers, but there's the numbers are high. There's a lot of corners when you're just looking. Let's just list all the corners. It's easier to get in as a defensive lineman if you're a good player. If you're a good player, you're still probably going to get in compared to a great. There's not as many of them where you go, oh yeah, D linemen are just hard to find.
Good point.
Left tackles are hard to find. About corners, there's just so many of them on every team. I said when I coached at Utah State, both of my corners got drafted. They both got drafted at Utah State. Nevin Lawson got drafted.
Utah State.
Both got drafted. Both played for a long time in the NFL.
That'd be a good defense.
Yeah, we're really good.
You got 2 NFL corners.
We went 11-2.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Okay,
not too bad.
Luke Reimer is another one who didn't get an invite, which you thought maybe he could.
Maybe have a chance. He falls in a little bit of a tweener category with size, but that doesn't mean he's not going to. It also doesn't have a huge bearing on these guys won't make it.
No,
absolutely not. There's no bearing on it. It
ramps up.
It's nice to. It's cool to be invited. You'd like to be invited.
It ramps up the importance of Nebraska's pro day. Also, Nordy Nuili would be one that maybe would have, but Newsome's the one that really stuck out to me because, I mean, I've talked to him a little bit. I interviewed him in July of 2021, I think it was. And he was all about the NFL. He said, I gear most, my workouts are geared that way. I want to be an NFL corner. So I don't know. I hope he reacts okay to
What's
it.
an NFL workout? Is there a special packet you get or something?
Well,
show Bill that.
Show me that.
Bill would like to see that.
He talked about some cone stuff he would do on his own in the morning before anybody.
The NFL cones.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Anyway,
that's real.
Special cones.
Anyway, he did talk about it. I wrote about it. I could find it. And so I don't know. I hope he understands that he can still make it. I imagine he does. The pro day for Nebraska just got a little bigger for him. And isn't it a lot of just how he runs?
Yeah. Well, I'd say this. Those things are all important, but just they have hundreds and hundreds of people. And they're evaluated very well. They tell everyone, it's like, dude, your film's your resume.
Yeah.
How you play, what you did on film is that's what you're getting judged on.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you go back and forth and you find a bunch of guys that perform really well. I've had it happen so many times at camp where all of a sudden somebody comes in and just tests really well. Then it's like noon and you go back in, you're like, hey, pull his film up real again. And it's like, you're just like, no, there's nothing on film that says this guy can do that. Then there's some guys, it's like, well, what do you run? Oh, he ran 4.69. And you turn the film on. It's like, whoa, hang on a second here.
Mm-hmm.
Look at him play.
Mm-hmm.
Watch him go. So your film will always outdo that. Especially the one that I love. The one that's like, if you're a corner, whatever position like that. How many times can you bench 225?
Who cares?
Yeah, that's one that's a straight. That's just a
Who cares?
straight someone.
I saw an eye roll over there.
Yeah, that's an eye roll. Yeah,
eye roll.
Yeah, that one.
You know, the ideal situation, like Fabian Washington, who could play and then pop like a 4. What did he run at the combine?
4.3, right?
Like something crazy. Yeah. And then he elevated to the first round.
And he elevated with who?
The Raiders.
And who likes speed the most?
Al Davis.
Al Davis is just that he's all about dudes that can run. And so, which everyone is, but he was really big on that.
Fabian popped a super fast time in the 40.
It was like a 4.33, wasn't it?
It was the fastest
really
time
super fast.
I think it was the fastest time in the combine.
I think you're right.
It's up there.
No, it was that year.
Best that year. Okay.
Yeah,
not
year.
ever, but best that season.
Yeah.
So, all right. So no combine invites for Nebraska, but 18 for Michigan. Now they were the champions. They were obviously very stacked.
You're going to get a few bonus on top of that. Kind of bummed me out because they beat LSU's record,
which is
16. that got invited to the combine. Then LSU had the record, was it 18 drafted or something of that nature? Or was it?
Forget what it is.
At the time, it was the highest.
Big number.
That's
so
stupid.
Imagine that.
That's stupid. 18 players being drafted. Come on now.
But the combine is very interesting. I enjoy it. I enjoy like I don't sit and watch it. Some people just watch like NFL Network. No, but if it's on, I'll flash through it. Something's going on, especially what group is up. I'll stop and take.
It's kind of fun to watch.
Kind of fun to watch. I like watching the drill work much better than watching the 40s or anything else. I like watching them do some certain drills that they do.
The NFL cone drills that they cook up. Okay, what about Jordy Ball?
Yes, yeah. More unfortunate news yesterday for Nebraska. It was confirmed by herself. She tweeted it out that Jordy Ball, who pitched 2 innings in their debut in the loss to Washington 8-0 before getting hurt on her plant leg, it's an ACL injury. She's out for the season. So this is again the player that might have been the overall best player in college softball from Nebraska, comes back from Oklahoma, where she just won a national title with a sub-1 ERA as a pitcher, also a very good hitter and good in the bases. She's out for the season. 2 innings. People are saying that's another example of where Nebraska's cursed as a program all the way through.
It is just an amazing story.
Devastating.
I mean, amazing story. You couldn't feel worse for someone than what they just went through. And then also, I just think back of because I didn't see it. I didn't see the injury, and it was off the plant foot, which is very. People say, non-contact. That those are exactly how ACLs happen often. But when you talk about getting your confidence back to pitch when that's your plant foot,
yep.
So now when you come back off of that there's more to it than just the injury. Then you have to be able to get yourself the psychology part of it, getting your mind back right to be able to do that. And it's awful for her. It's bad for the awful for the program. And then also the part that really stinks is that I would imagine that Rhonda probably would have had that set up that she would have been pitching on April 27th.
Probably so.
Probably would have been. She probably
100.
But you got to realize though, this year, I mean, the hype for the program, they had sold out the tickets. I mean, this stadium sold out. Bowling Stadium is still sold out for Jordy Ball, and she will not be playing softball there. So we'll see what if the crowd still show up like they would if she was going to be there. But yeah, it's a terrible situation.
That is a ultimate downer. I mean, it really is. I mean, just like you said, 2 innings in.
2.1 against Washington. Yeah, horrible. They have 2 senior pitchers that maybe that helps. Kaylin Kinney and Sarah Harness that will take over the starting duties. And they got a freshman named Caitlin Olensky. It's a good team. I mean, they're
a good team.
Yes.
They were preseason ranked more than just for her. That was obviously a huge part of it, but they are a good squad.
Yeah, like you said, like just the wind knocked out of you is incredible.
Come on.
Like I said, she's arguably the best player in
the entire sport.
Softball.
Well, she went 44-2.
Yeah.
She was 44-2 at Oklahoma, and they won back-to-back national championships, and she was the most valuable player of the College World Series one. I think it was last year. Papillion, Nebraska. Yeah, horrible news. She'll have 2 years of eligibility though. She'll get a medical hardship year, Bill. Is that what they're called?
Yeah. I did say to Jake, the one good thing about softball is that really they're not leaving to go pro. I mean, you can still leave to go to the WNBA, but if you have 2 years left, you're going to get what? You're going to get 2 years.
She's going to get 2 years.
She's playing.
Yeah, she's going to get 2 years.
Yeah, she'll be around this year.
And so that's the upside to it.
Yeah.
If you have somebody that is a first, second round draft pick in football, they're not coming back.
Probably not.
No, they're gonna go do whatever they have to get done.
I'm gonna drive by Bowling and check that out. I've been meaning to do that. I used to drive by Haymarket all the time in that stadium. I used to drive by there all the time. I worked at Journal Star just to check it out. I haven't driven by there in a while. I want to see what that looks like. They got stands up and everything, I think. Yeah.
So we have so they put stands up.
I was waiting for the response there.
So we have a Big Ten softball
so people
team,
can watch
which
softball?
is ranked, and they have the #1 player in the world. And now, guess what? They had it in a place for the people to sit and watch them.
I just want to inspect it.
So it's not standing room only.
I'm going to
inspect
it.
It's a Division I ballpark. This isn't like community school. I'm
going to inspect it. Jake knows there was a time, Jake, on this show when I was very critical of Haymarket Park because of the trash outside. I said, "This is keep that place up. It used to be a jewel, and I'd walk by there, drive by there, and it's just trash. mean, I wanted to pick it up.
Why didn't you?
Yes.
You could listen. You could have been that citizen that picked up the trash, helped it out. Yes, the citizen.
Yes,
could have done that. You could have been the person.
It's like Barney.
I want to be a better citizen.
It's like Barney Fife.
You had a chance
on Andy Griffith's show. You do citizens arrest. Not Barney would know that. Usually it was someone else. It was Gomer or somebody do citizens arrest.
Citizens arrest.
Citizens arrest. Citizens arrest.
Before we get
Don't
to
throw trash out your
break and Sean Callahan, a quick plug. Today we will have Heavenly Waffles in the building. It's Valentine's Day. What a romantic start to the day. 8 to 11 a.m. You bring your honey with you, your wife, your husband, whoever you want to bring with, and 8 to 11 a.m.
That sounds really romantic.
Heavenly Waffles in the building. Start off the day right.
It's incredible.
Wake her up out of bed.
Yeah, hey, we're going to get waffles. The ticket,
going to see Jake.
Hank Sip's going to be there.
Yeah,
Yeah. Then we'll play the song for it. We'll make sure we hit this.
We'll drive over to the softball field.
Yes, we'll do that. So again, 8 to 11 a.m. today. Heavenly Waffles in the building. Come on by and have a nice breakfast to start off your day. When we come back, your colleague or is it your boss? What'd you call it, Sean?
Let's just go with colleague.
Colleague.
He's your boss.
Husker Online.
The owner.
Sean Callahan next on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round. And their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
The Omaha Supernovas are back in action this Thursday, February 15th versus the Vegas Thrill at the Dollar Loan Center in Las Vegas. The Mullen Motors pregame show with Derek Pearson and Renee Saunders starts at 8 p.m. with first serve at 9. Make sure to tune in to the next Ag Appraisal and Realty postgame show right after the match ends. Catch all the action on your flagship station, 93.7 The Ticket, and statewide on the Supernovas Radio Network. If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Are you in the market for a new garage door or need to repair your old one? It's wintertime, and that means snow, wind, and freezing temperatures, all things that can cause sticky locks and damage to your garage door. If you're experiencing any issues with your commercial or residential garage door during the winter months, call Cameron Hall and his team at Doors Plus. Don't be trapped outside in the cold because of a poorly maintained garage door. Call Doors Plus today at 402-590-5800 or visit them online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more. When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
Problem gambling affects millions of Americans daily, of all ages and walks of life. If your loved one is struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
A lot of people in the summertime think, gee, I want to build a new home. By the time they go through the process of sitting down, getting the permits, and getting the home started, the home isn't done until January or February.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
I think the best time to start designing your new home is the month of February. Get an early start on it. Sit down, the snow's flying. Let's sit around the table. Let's drop some plans. When we're looking out for a homeowner, we're always keeping their budget in mind. Let's put numbers together and let's get that thing started so that the home's done in summer or fall before school starts. So now is really the time to be contacting us to get an appointment to get the job done.
Make your dream a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your dream home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Herrick Services takes this time to wish everyone a happy Valentine's Day. They encourage those who go out to make smart decisions behind the wheel or plan accordingly to have someone lined up for a safe ride home. This important message comes to you from Bart and the folks at Herrick Services, your vending specialist here in Lincoln. Their quality service and expertise has earned them a fine reputation. That's Herrick Services, on the air because they care.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break with Sip and Jake.
Jake, you're a freaking nutcase.
Brought to you by Gaina Trucking. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We still believe that was Pantera that drove by, correct? That is in town. So, yeah, we believe we saw entertainment coming into town for tonight's concert at PBA. Right by the studio. We see here
sometime.
sometime.
The first bus in, probably.
I think it was.
Tell you what, it was. If you're riding in that bus, it's comfortable. That's like being in a Marriott across the country.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty fun to ride one of those.
Yeah.
We're joined now on the phone by Husker Online, Sean Callahan. Sean, good morning. Last night, Matt Rule was on the radio. He talked very highly of Tony White and said he did talk to the AD at UCLA about Tony White and was very complimentary. I'm curious, Sean, if Tony White has a good year again, do we thinking he is going to be a head coach somewhere in 2 years?
Well, all the jobs that kind of made sense, a lot of them opened up for him this year. He previously had left Syracuse. That opened up this offseason. He played at UCLA as a collegiate player. Assistant coaches in the Big Ten Conference for next year. He's going to make $1.6 million. They have a very good group of players returning on this defense next season. I think the opportunity will be there. But again, you just never know what the opportunities are going to be. That's the challenge when you're a coach. You just don't know where the profession's going to take you.
Sean, yeah,
Sorry,
Sean, I can't hear you. No, we can't hear your answers, but no, you're not in our headphones for some reason, Sean. No Husker players were invited to the NFL Combine this year. There were 321 initial invites. Which player in your mind is the most surprising that didn't get invited for the best?
Luke Reimer, just with his body of work, you look at Luke Reimer, he's one of the all-time leading tacklers in Nebraska football history. He did have some injury issues over his career, but, he was a very good linebacker at the collegiate ranks. And I think it's a reminder of how hard it is to make the combine. There's roughly, 258 players drafted. And I believe it was 321 that got invited yesterday. So not even everybody that gets invited to the combine's a guaranteed draft pick. And Luke Reimer's got to be right up there. I mean, Omar Brown, you could make an argument that he's got a chance. He had a very good week in the Shrine Bowl with how he played out there. But I would put Reimer, and then Quentin Newsome. We talked about this yesterday, Sip. His body of work as a multi-year starter. I mean, all three of those guys, I think, still have a chance, to get into the next level, whether that's as a free agent or a late round draft pick. But that pro day, I believe it's March 21st now, all of a sudden becomes very, very important for those guys.
So by Sean Callahan. Sean, we heard from Glenn Thomas, the new QB coach and co-OC on Monday. What were your what were your first impressions of what you heard from Glenn Thomas on Monday?
I think very much a stay in line type hire. I don't look at Glenn Thomas as Scott Frost bringing in Mark Whipple, a guy that's coming in to shake everything up.
Mm-hmm.
This is a guy that kind of is right in line with Matt Rule and Marcus Satterfield and kind of what they want to do. And they've made no bones about it. Marcus Satterfield remains the play caller, remains the primary offensive coordinator. I think Glenn Thomas got the co-tag. Part of it was to leave Pittsburgh. I mean, to make it financially right for what it was going to take to get him here. I'm sure having the opportunity to coach a guy like Dylan Raiola helped sell the position as well to Glenn Thomas. And this is what Matt Rule, as you guys have probably talked about, ultimately tried to do a year ago. I mean, he wanted to bring in more of a quarterback specialist coach, the people that he wanted. It just, the timing wasn't right to get him to Nebraska, or the opportunity wasn't right. And a year later now, they did a shuffle, and Thomas will coach the quarterback. Satterfield will remain the guy, but move to that tight ends room. And then Josh Martin will still be in the program back in his analyst role. So it was a shuffle in some sorts, but I don't look at it as like it's going to really be a drastic move, say like Scott Frost when he brought in Mark Whipple.
Sean, FanDuel set the over-unders for teams. In the Big Ten, I assume other conferences too. They set Nebraska's over-under number at 7.5, along with USC 7.5, Iowa 7.5. Who else is 7.5? Well, Maryland's 7.5. Higher than a lot of teams, higher than maybe some people would have expected. What do you think of the 7.5 over-under number that FanDuel put out?
Well, I think on the surface you're like, whoa. But then you look at the schedule for Nebraska, and we said this last year, and this is before we knew the 24 schedule. They may never get a schedule like this again. Well, they got another one like it again. And I say that in the context of, their first 7 games, they're not going to play a team that recruits higher rank recruiting classes than them. In terms of 4-star plus type players. Colorado is a transfer built program, so they're a little different. But they have Purdue, who lost one of their best players in the transfer portal and had a rough first year. Illinois, they beat a year ago. That game's in Lincoln. Indiana has a first-year head coach. I mean, honestly, of their first 7, Rutgers could be as tough as any, and that game's in Lincoln, moving forward. So they have a very good first 7, and we know the back 5 is going to be difficult, but UCLA now on the back 5, all of a sudden looks a lot more manageable. It's a November game in Lincoln with a rookie head coach, with a lot of things that have happened out there in Westwood. They lost their quarterback to Oregon. We don't know anything about USC, but what I like about that game on paper early is it's a late November game in LA. You're not going to be restricted with your playbook more than likely, where a lot of late November games, go back to the 2021 Wisconsin game, how windy and cold, the 2022 Wisconsin-Nebraska game, how windy and cold that was. You have to completely change what you do. Well, that's a great game for Nebraska and a young quarterback that wants to throw it going out to LA in late November, because you're probably not going to have to really change much of what you do versus a game late in the year when you play Wisconsin or Iowa, where it could be really cold and windy, and it kind of limits your passing and maybe even your special teams play.
Joined by Sean Callahan. Sean, we just talked about last segment, unfortunate news in the softball world. Jordy Ball, Nebraska's star transfer, last 2.1 innings, hurts the ACL, out for the season. Have you ever seen a bigger gut punch this quickly at Nebraska before?
Yeah, I mean, we've lived through a few in football over the years, but this one, You think about what she's done for Nebraska and the sport here. Over 3,000 season tickets were sold. That venue, they've had to add extra seats, and it'll be interesting to see kind of how the look of that changes, if at all. I mean, Nebraska fans don't ever underestimate; they'll still show up there. But it was set up to be a special year where they'd win the Big Ten, where they'd possibly have a chance to host a regional. And, they lost their All-American on the first game of the year. I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, it's devastating. I guess the optimist in me is like, hey, it happened early, first game, she'll redshirt. So Jordy Ball's still going to get 2 years at Nebraska. So, I mean, I think that is, if you're trying to be a positive take out of this, you get her for 2 more years still. It's unfortunate you lose her this year, but thankfully she didn't lose the year of eligibility because of the injury and when it happened.
Sean, always good stuff. Thanks for the time. We'll chat with you again next week.
Happy Valentine's Day, boys. Hope you guys took care of the ladies.
Oh, yeah, we'll take care of them.
Always, Sean. What about that? Husker Online, Sean Callahan. Appreciate the time. Yes, we are taking care of the ladies here on the show.
Yeah. And
Bill couldn't even hear that part.
I have no idea what's going on.
So
this is how I feel when Simple's yelling at me about villagology.
Look, if you're watching on the video stream, look at the
what's going on.
Well,
you can't hear nothing.
You just see a cord coming across Bill.
No, I didn't hear one thing.
You can't.
Didn't hear one thing. I have no idea.
You couldn't hear it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to change headphones.
I have texted the IT guy to say
it was
we have a problem.
incredible though because I was hearing it, I could barely hear it, and Sip goes, I know where it's coming from, these headphones. So it has to be because of this new apparatus.
That thing has been there. It's not working anymore. Is the problem.
So just to be clear to everybody, we couldn't hear Sean. So it was awkward.
Well, you could.
So here.
After I changed.
So here's what happened.
I never could hear.
I'll give a play-by-play.
I have no idea what happened.
No, you could hear briefly because I switched over to you guys.
More stuff about Grant Bricks.
He predicted Nebraska to win national championship.
Well,
yeah, you missed that, Bill.
No, you
missed it.
It was pretty epic.
Well, with the facilities, the fan base, and the NIL program,
why wouldn't you?
They should
be competing.
Yes, I did hear about the 7.5. I thought that number was low.
Oh,
yeah, that.
Oh, the FanDuel.
Yeah, FanDuel. I did hear you say that. I couldn't hear Sean's response, but I could hear you say that because I'm sitting within a foot of you, so that helped.
That does help.
I think 7.5 it would be low. I think I can't imagine Husker fans would be happy with 7.5 wins.
What about 7?
No, I don't think so. I think it's
8.
It's got to be 8 to 9. I think it's just the way it's not the same as it was 10 years ago, or even when Frost first came, or whoever. It doesn't matter how you look at it. Just I go back to certain places that have a history, and I look at Washington when DeBoer.
They're 7.5, by the way.
What's that? When DeBoer came in, though, they'd won 4 games year before. I think they won 10 or 11 his first year. Then went to the national championship game in second year. So my point is, everyone knows you can build a roster much, much faster, especially at a place like
because
you're trying to get it done here. It's SMU, maybe not so much. Nebraska, no,
because of NIL.
In historical program, the fan base is ridiculous, and they have an NIL that's extremely well run.
I will say
so. With all those things in there, I would think that 7 wins would be like okay.
Yeah.
I think it's 8 or it's like okay, but it's 8 or 9.
Here's what I'd say. FanDuel nailed it. 7.5 is a perfect number. My thinking is if they get to 8, that'd be great and probably should. I kind of more lean towards 7 though. So I think it's 7 or 8, and they said 7.5. So perfect number. Perfect number.
I don't think that, but
schedule's not that bad.
I don't think it's that. Like I said, we looked at the schedule. Schedule's not that hard.
Schedule not that
and
bad.
You just picked up a UCLA team that just got a lot worse.
Yeah.
The first 7 games is not a single game that really scares you. You're like, we're like being negative.
There's only one game that really scares you on the schedule. Yeah. One game on
Ohio State.
Yeah. There's one game that really scares you on the schedule.
That's your 8th game.
It's no different than last year. There was only one game last year.
Mm-hmm.
Michigan was the only game where you looked at and go, okay, we're really up against it in this game.
Come on. The last 4, they should have won one of the last 4 for sure.
And so they've had 2 years in a row of good scheduling.
Yes.
They really do. Really good scheduling.
Next year's
that's what I'm saying, that I think that if you're as a fan, if you look at it as a fan, you say this, look through the schedule, and you say, yeah, if we can get to 7, that'd be great. I don't think that. I think if you're a fan, you're like, I think the number is set correct by FanDuel. I would 100% agree with that. But if I'm a Nebraska fan, I'm looking at the schedule and I'm looking at everything invested in this program and how you can rebuild
and what you got
roster.
back and what you got back,
and you can rebuild your roster so much faster. And so I mean, there's at least like in those first 7 games, there's like 4 layups in there. So you're going to be in a great spot. So I would think for Nebraska fans, it's 8 minimum for excitement.
How about Nebraska being on the same line as Washington and the same line as Iowa, on the same line as, who else did I say? 7.5. 7 point. There's good teams at 7.5. Yeah. That's what struck me. I'm like, ooh. But Nebraska's not bad. I mean, they're not a bad team. It's not a bad roster. They don't have any major holes, except they got a freshman quarterback. You don't know what that's going to be.
We'll see if he pans out off the bat. Right. Before we get a break, have you guys seen Bill's hat today? Have you seen that hat? It says First Rate Ag on it.
Yes, they're First Rate
Ag.
I got a picture yesterday from First Rate Ag. Guess where they were at? They were in Beatrice picking up nitrogen.
No, they weren't.
Yes, they were. Picking up nitrogen.
Nitrogen.
What they were doing. Yes.
How do you do that?
Yes, I think this is yours here.
Headsets are still a problem. Well, they picked up nitrogen.
Yes.
Parker and Chris and the guys were doing what they do. And it's a full-service ag retailer. They offer everything from crop protection to lawn fertilizer. They've been in business for 25 years. You can reach out at firstrateag.com.
I was there for the 25-year celebration. There was probably, I don't know, close to 400 people there.
Was it first rate?
It was the first. Oh, first of all, guess who did the cooking?
I bet Chris did.
Chris did it. Yeah,
from Score One Smoking and First Rate Ag.
I ate a New York strip as a snack food going home.
Snack food.
I ate
snack.
it. That's gluttonous. That and cheesy potatoes, and I ate it with my fingers driving back.
Some might have jerky.
1 in the morning.
You get New York strip.
That's living.
Yeah, that was living.
That's living.
That was living.
You're eating steak with your fingers.
Exactly.
With cheesy potatoes.
Cheesy potatoes. Just taking a rip and a piece off of it. Driving down old I-80.
It's beautiful. Please,
with your brights on.
Yeah, with my brights on. They didn't know how to fix that, but the breakers fixed it. I got 100. What the best was somebody filmed their finger pushing the button where to fix that. There's like, Bill, right here.
Right here. It's
just
good.
do this. All you got to do. So it's off.
Good breaker.
Yeah,
beautiful.
It's really off.
Please go to the website.
Firstrateag.com.
Call 308-995-8327. Ask for Parker or
Say it again
Chris.
one more time. Just text them or call them today, please.
308-995-8327. Mention the ticket. Ask for Parker or Chris at firstrateag.com. When we come back, we will have Song of the Day, special for Valentine's Day, and Mailbag next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
The Omaha Supernovas are back in action this Thursday, February 15th versus the Vegas Thrill at the Dollar Loan Center in Las Vegas. The Mullen Motors pregame show with Derek Pearson and Renee Saunders starts at 8 p.m. with first serve at 9. Make sure to tune in to the next Ag Appraisal and Realty postgame show right after the match ends. Catch all the action on your flagship station, 93.7 The Ticket, and statewide on the Supernovas Radio Network.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
Houses? They're expensive. And once you buy one, you're kind of stuck with it for a while. You need to make sure you get your best house for the best price. You need Ben Bleicher and his team of pros at Professional Realty Group. They'll take the time to figure out what's important for you in your dream home, and they have the expertise to find the hidden issues that could surprise you after the sale. That's professional knowledge, proactive service. We call that potential. Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's home service ambassador. Find more online at prg-ne.com.
Load up on meat and more this winter at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's specials through February 20th are fresh cut ribeye for just $17.99 per pound and buy two, get one free on Montoya potato gnocchi. And don't forget about lunch on Fired Up Friday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Locations at 84th and Havelock and 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town. Ironhide Construction is hiring. They're looking for hardworking, self-motivated individuals who are team players. Ironhide Construction has openings for an experienced project manager, estimator, apprentice, skilled laborer, and erector or installer. They will train the right people and make sure you understand the position and requirements. At Ironhide Construction, it's own it, be honest, and do it right. Apply today and learn more about their other benefits at ironhideconstruction.com. where they're committed to you every step of the way. Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're a
No,
big tough?
never feel like an
If
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Once again, your song of the day for Valentine's Day. Can't Get Enough of Your Love, Babe by Barry White, 1974. 464-5685. 1 is bad, 10 is good. Texture rating on the Sauter Heyman Jewelers song of the day.
I wouldn't just love to hear Barry White and the Neville brothers.
The Neville brothers.
Yes, we'd like to hear those guys together.
Mm.
Oh.
Mm.
Mm. Oh,
Mm.
great job, Jake.
Mm.
Barry White, thank you.
Mm.
Yes.
What's
What's going on there? Things got really weird.
I don't feel comfortable.
I'm not comfortable.
I don't feel right.
Oh, come on.
I don't feel right
you guys
over
are
here.
horrible. The last few days, you've been really adolescent.
Listen, you started it off with the San Francisco thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, that was adolescent on your part. Not
No,
mine.
it wasn't.
Not
We
mine.
responded properly.
Properly.
That was a proper
That
response.
one's on
by-
Margaret or Daisy.
She's
Multiple
very
names.
innocent. I'll go. It's a beautiful song. And it's
You weren't bobbing to it. I was kind of
topical.
disappointed.
It's topical. 9075.
Oh wow. That shocks me.
You were not giving that response to the song.
I
I don't dance. I'm not.
I like I said, don't know all the words, knew the song, felt a vibe. The vibe was really good. I see it as a 7216. 7216.
It's good.
Solid. Yes.
Solid.
But also, if it's not played at the right time, I have zero interest in it.
Really?
Yes. If it's not, that wouldn't be. There are certain times that's not that song. I'm not staying with.
Always
that song.
liked it.
And then sometimes it'd be like I would never change it. So it's kind of what's going on with me that day.
Yeah, not a walk up, not a walk in the bar song,
not a walk up song to me.
Okay,
I guess Josh's score over here. I'm gonna go with
Josh. Gonna go 6-9.
I'm gonna go 8-2 for Josh.
I always go in the middle of you guys, so 6-9-8-2-7-5.
9 from Josh. 9.
Wow. Great guitar riff, wasn't there?
It's a bass going on there. Some ratings here before we get to the mailbag here. We've got, let's see, we have Rick from Wahoo says 8.5. Giltner, just a 2.14. That could be for Valentine's Day, February 14th, possibly. Who knows?
Yes.
2.14. Notorious BIB 645. Matt 8.5. The Bandit says more cowbell.
Yes,
9 out of 10.
Bandit. The Bandit.
Scott and Bancroft a 7++. Who in Columbus?
Bert.
7 from Bird in Columbus.
Good one. That was a good one.
Mike and Dalton 7.9. Joe and Boulder 8.25. Happy Valentine's Day. He says. Sanderson says that's a 9. Millard Mike in Colorado says 8.23.
Okay. Thank you.
And Kevin in Centennial says 8.2.
Okay,
Pat in Waverly is 7. East Lincoln West 8.9.
Wow.
Oh,
nice job.
Pretty high scores today. So
you did good, Jake. You did good.
Corey?
I didn't see Corey on the text line. Corey, if you're out there,
Corey's.
Anything for beef taco?
Didn't see beef tacos today. I checked for beef tacos.
Who's Corey's friend?
What's that?
You can't. Hey,
easy, Nick.
Yeah.
I want to support Big Swim on this. I wouldn't mind 2 a day.
No, it's 1.
It's 1.
It's just 1.
There's 1 a day. It's the rules.
Sometimes surprises like holidays.
No,
Valentine's Day.
There's rules here.
There's rules.
You can't disrupt the rules of the situation. So that song of the day again, Can't Get Enough of Your Love, Babe by Barry White. We'll get to the mailbag here right now after this.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Let's get to the mailbag right now. The mailbag, as always, is sponsored by our friends at Double Eagle Golf. Sam, and again, great place to be. I know it's getting nicer out. Still not like all the way to golf weather yet. So check him out. He says it's still Valentine's Day is a great date night. Great way to go out, hit some balls at Double Eagle Golf.
That's a great Valentine's night.
Indoor
really
simulator. Check it out.
Yeah.
So again, doubleeagle.golf. Membership for February $299. Spring leagues do begin February 26th. Double Eagle Golf. It's always 72 and sunny there. West Hill Street, Kinetic Sports Complex, Double Eagle Golf. All right, to the mailbag. We had actually quite a few.
Did we?
Oh, did we?
We have quite a few today.
The show's picking up. We're getting listeners.
We're getting listeners here. Here we go.
Oh, no.
I don't know.
Let's get to off the bat. Michael is always here, but we've got more beyond
Is he from
Michael.
Hawaii?
Yes. He says,
Yes.
Aloha from Hawaii.
The 808.
It's Valentine's Day. What was the best date you've ever planned for a significant other?
I'm not going there.
Yeah, that's you're walking right into a heater there. Yeah,
not doing
You don't want to address that one?
Yeah, we don't want
let me think
You could do one that's low. Maybe not the best one, but a good one. Anything? You have any?
I don't know. I don't know.
No. Any dates at all?
No.
I will tell a story about a date in college.
Yes, we need that.
We went to a Chinese restaurant.
Good one.
On Highway 2, and there was something there. There was a certain pepper that you're just known you're not supposed to eat, and I ate it, and I went into convulsions and had to go home.
Convulsions.
Yes, I basically almost went down. I had to go home. Yes, people around me were like, "What
happened?"
I drank a gallon of water. I ate a pepper that I wasn't supposed to eat. I can remember what it looked like now.
Pepper?
The forbidden pepper got me on Valentine's Day. Yes,
The forbidden pepper
got me.
And you went home.
I had to go home. That was it. I was done. I about passed out. The entire restaurant knew what was going on.
Really?
It was like,
Why did you? Did you just think I'm gonna try this?
I don't know what it was. Yeah. And then the owner's like, "Did you eat the pepper?" I'm like, yeah, I thought I didn't know this.
You went home.
Yes. So that would be an event that happened on this time. Usually during this time is like there wasn't anything outrageous because back when I had, what you have so much fun with, what did I have before this, Steve? What did I have? A job. So a job in February, you're usually pretty busy with spring.
That's true.
You have an out. You have an out,
yeah.
Bill. You don't need to be on
That's true.
Valentine's Day.
So it wasn't.
I wasn't thinking about that.
Also, my take on Valentine's Day, just that it's amateur night. Yeah, that's not
a lot of those.
It's an amateur night. It's like it's a forced holiday of this. No, I don't.
A lot of people feel that.
It doesn't go in my top 30 of things going on.
Top 30.
No, it doesn't fire me up at all.
It's not Groundhog Day.
No, it's not Groundhog Day. It's not that.
We saw you gave gifts this morning, though, Bill.
It's not Thanksgiving Eve. I'm going to participate.
Okay. I respect that answer.
I'm going to respect, but I'm not. This is not the deal where I'm all about this. I'm all about my wife because my wife.
Yeah, I mean, every day is romantic.
Awesome.
Every day is romantic.
Yes.
Wyatt has said it since he said like a bookend. I'm gonna paraphrase this. It basically says, "Hey, when's the Amtrak trip happening, Jake?"
Thank you. There's been a lot of letdown by Jake.
No.
We want to have the cruise and the Amtrak trip. You have to do it, and everyone wants to go. And we want to go to Olive Garden in Des Moines, right?
Yes.
That's what we're trying to get to. Get to Olive Garden in Des Moines and then head back.
I have one.
Yeah.
I need to check.
Check first. Josh,
still open in Des Moines.
Josh, is there an Olive Garden in Des Moines?
100.
We got to guess yes without even.
Just see how far it is from the track. So we have to all get Ubers or Lyft. Have 100 Ubers lined up to get us to Olive Garden.
Preferably an Olive Garden near the Amtrak station.
We can hop on, hop off.
Yeah, we'll get the soup and salad.
Tentatively next weekend for the Amtrak.
Well, we got to give the Breakers more time than this.
Well, no,
why next weekend?
Yeah, jeez.
Because March gets busy, and then April is obviously busy.
Are they?
We need some more time.
Busy?
Can't we kick this back into boring time, into
May,
April or May, where there's nothing going on?
We'll see about that.
I would like to bump this back because we got too many Breakers that want to be part of this.
That's
Breakers,
a little rush.
I'd like to hear from you, Breakers. Let us know.
When would you like
next weekend?
Yeah, next weekend. That's incredible. Oh, by the way, have your deposit in by noon today. Have your deposit in by noon today. It's like, come on.
I'll keep you posted on the Amtrak trip.
That's horrible. Where are you going next weekend?
Weekends?
I'm trying.
I want a little advance.
We have millions of listeners, Jake. They want to be on the train.
I might think May.
Yeah.
We'll see about May. Okay, Kip says this in the text on Mailbag. He says, "Good morning. This weekend we traveled to Ogallala to visit family and celebrate the life of a loved one that we lost. We turned at the Roscoe exit. My dad asked how many towns in Nebraska could be first names. By the time we got to Ogallala, 15 miles away, we had named about 20 off the top of our heads and then came up with several throughout the weekend. How many can you name?" He's, by the way, Kip is 34 years old from Lincoln.
Well, I can't just rattle them off the top of my head, but I'll give you one like that just north of Pender, a town of about 100, Thurston.
Perfect. Ooh, what's the name?
Neely.
Thurston.
Neely.
Neely's a good one. Yeah.
Just north of that is Emerson. That would also be one.
Perfect.
Yeah. Trying to think.
Spalding.
You could do
Spalding. Yeah. Oh, yes.
Spalding.
If you say Beatrice the improper way, Beatrice is a name.
Yeah.
No, that absolutely works.
That absolutely works.
Columbus.
I don't think anyone's calling their Columbus at all.
You don't think?
I don't think so.
I'll bet there's almost 100.
Lincoln obviously is a first name
Lincoln.
for
Paxton.
Paxton's a great one.
Slam dunk.
That's a really good one.
Yeah, that
Arnold.
Yeah.
Tiny Town Arnold. Yeah.
Yes.
It's obviously a good one.
Wilbur.
100.
I don't think Claytonia fits in though.
Claytonia
doesn't make it.
Claytonia.
Isn't Claytonia close?
No, like Clayton is, but not Claytonia.
No, Claytonia doesn't make it. But Wilbur does.
Do it again, Bill.
Wilbur. Talking horse.
Emerald? Can you do Emerald?
Emerald, yes.
Maybe.
Emerald, yes.
That's
that's it.
100 Emerald.
Yes.
Like Emerald, I've heard. Emerald.
No, Emerald works perfectly.
Okay. All right.
You could name someone Emerald. That's a great name, actually.
Yeah.
That's a good exercise.
South of you got Cortland on the way down.
Yes.
Cortland Finnegan was a football player. Cortland works, right? Use
Cortland works right there. Treads tires down there.
There you go. Shout out to Ron.
Ron, best athlete ever.
I like that.
Lions.
That's a great question.
Lions, Nebraska. Lions. It's a little bit of a stretch.
Lions is a name.
Lions is a name. Decatur.
I've never heard the
Decatur.
name
It's like an
Decatur.
explorer.
He's an explorer. Here comes Decatur.
Right.
Yes.
Decatur.
Yes.
Wayne.
Who's he
Come on,
with?
we missed Wayne. Come on,
Wayne's a good one.
easy.
Yeah.
Wayne's a great one.
Wayne's easy.
I bet there's 100. I really think
we could go through and make names out of them. So
Like, could you make Crofton a name?
no.
Spencer. Spencer, Nebraska.
Spencer's a great one, obviously. Yep.
Is Spencer a town?
Yeah.
Hey, could you?
That's where I was living when I was born in O'Neill. We're in Spencer.
You were in Spencer?
Yeah, we lived in Spencer. My dad
Could
was
you
a head
use the name
football coach.
Bertrand as an?
Yes.
Is
Oh,
Bertrand
100.
work?
Yes.
Yeah.
100.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Emerald and Bertrand.
This is a great job by the Mailbag.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was Kip today.
Yeah, the
Again, we had a lot of
In
good
fact,
questions today.
Emerald and Bertrand are interesting names to me.
You think they should be more popular? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I like they're striking.
You know what? That was a great addition to the Mailbag. Thank you to all the breakers who chimed in today. That was wonderful on Valentine's Day. Thank you again to Double Eagle Golf for sponsoring that, as always, at West O Street Kinetic Sports Complex. Great date night tonight. DoubleEagle.golf. DoubleEagle.golf.
Are we going back there?
We'll be there, I think, for the Masters, probably.
Oh, boy.
That's
Early
incredible.
April.
I tell you what, I was blown away by that when I went. And Sam, he is the host of all hosts.
He is. Sam's the dude.
Talk about being happy. When you walk in the door, you want to see. It's like when Norm Peterson comes in at Cheers, like that. He makes you feel like Norm. He does when you walk in.
Sam's a good host.
He's Sam Malone
Need
behind
a
the
beer?
bar.
Yeah,
He's
I
Sam
got you.
Malone.
Oh,
You
Sam.
walk in, you'll feel just like you're Norm Peterson.
Sam is a good host for sure.
Sam's the man.
Yeah.
DoubleEagle.golf. Book your tee time today. Top of the hour. Next, an early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Healing the heart takes heart. Our dedicated team of cardiac experts is here for you with breakthrough treatments for serious conditions and expert advice for living longer with a healthier heart. We bring healing care to our community with over 90 cardiology specialists and subspecialists and more than 50 locations across Nebraska, Southwest Iowa, and northern Kansas. Find out how we heal hearts with heart, starting with yours at chihealth.com/heart.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, and we have some really big savings for you right now. Our new crossover sale is underway. New Terrains, Equinoxes, and Trailblazers starting at $23,290. That's right, $23,290. Also, we've continued our huge Sierra and Silverado truck sale with over $10,000 off new pickups. You heard right, over $10,000 off list. Coppell truly has a small town feel with big city deals. We're right down 144th Street or at CoppellCars.com. Stock numbers G260980 and C119824.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Fairway has fresh cut meats, seafood, cheese, wine and spirits, and a friendly staff that's always ready to help find what you need. Stop by Fairway Meat Market today to plan your weekly meals. Located in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Herrick Services takes this time to wish everyone a happy Valentine's Day. They encourage those who go out to make smart decisions behind the wheel or plan accordingly to have someone lined up for a safe ride home. This important message comes to you from Bart and the folks at Herrick Services, your vending specialist here in Lincoln. Their quality service and expertise has earned them a fine reputation. That's Herrick Services, on the air because they care.
If you want all the latest technologies from those big banks, but you also want that hometown feel when you walk in the front doors, choose Midwest Bank. They have top-notch technology. They make banking so easy, and they also have the friendliest staff who will take their time to get to know you and treat you like family. You get the best of both worlds when you choose Midwest Bank. I live on the go, and now I can bank on the go. With Midwest Bank, I have everything I need at my fingertips. I'm volleyball player Allie Batenhorst, and at Midwest Bank, you'll love banking here.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Flowers and chocolates are great for Valentine's Day, but you know what really earns you bonus points? A massage. No, not from you, but from the professionals at the Body Shop. Now is the time to purchase a gift certificate for your significant other to make sure you're the big winner this Valentine's Day. Go to thebodyshoplincoln.com and select from their variety of specific massages. Once you've purchased, you can either print out the certificate or email it to the lucky recipient. Do Valentine's Day right this year with a massage from the Body Shop at 48th and A. Ironhide Construction is hiring. They're looking for hardworking, self-motivated individuals who are team players. Ironhide Construction has openings for an experienced project manager, estimator, apprentice, skilled laborer, and erector or installer. They will train the right people and make sure you understand the position and requirements. At Ironhide Construction, it's own it, be honest, and do it right. Apply today and learn more about their other benefits at ironhideconstruction.com, where they're committed to you every step of the way.
Have you been accused of a crime? Is your freedom at stake? At Liberty Law Group, we are committed to the defense of liberty for those accused. Facing the court is stressful, overwhelming, and full of uncertainty. At Liberty Law Group, we believe in treating every person with respect, compassion, and understanding. When legal troubles are keeping you up, trust Liberty Law Group to fight your battles. To learn more, call 877-42-LIBERTY. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
Listen up, guys. Valentine's Day is almost here, and it's 3rd and goal, and we need a touchdown, not a field goal. You need a personal florist so you don't drop the ball. And Petal Creations can be the MVP for you this year by helping you impress the lady in your life with a Heart Box of Love display of roses. Trust me on this one. This play call will result in a touchdown. Call Petal Creations today to reserve your flowers at 402-423-6500 or go to petalcreations.com.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans. So I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Wednesday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2 sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC. Location in Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane. New location coming by the end of this month. With stone and all at 70th and Pioneers.
It looks incredible.
There's stone.
It looks incredible. I love driving by there.
The southeast corner.
Southeast
of
corner.
70th
right
and Pioneers.
Right in front of Hy-Vee. Blocks Hy-Vee, basically.
Yes.
What say that?
Yes.
Say that.
Southeast corner of 70th and Pioneers. That's where it's at.
Very excited with what they have going on. So we have something going on today. Steve set up something I think is incredible. It goes back to better times, which I think is something we've never really delved on much.
Never
we don't
heard
delve
that
on that
before.
much. So we're going to talk about better times.
Never heard of better times.
So money for a medical procedure. Money for a medical procedure. So Steve is set up. He's got 8 of them. Okay, he's got 8 of them, but he wants to make sure he can monitor each one singular as you come in. So there's no one going on at the same time. There's an order to what's going to happen right there. But what he has is if you can remove all the body parts without a buzz. He's brought in the 1970s game Operation with the red nose and the light. And if you can remove all the pieces without hitting that and the nose lighting up,
then what?
Of course, right there, he's going to pay your mortgage or your rent in March and April.
Wow.
So he's going to pay your mortgage and your rent in the month of March and April. And it's going to allow you to free up to wager more on March Madness.
Smart.
So he wants to have the money. He wants you to have some free money available to get in some pools and some different things of that nature. So he has them set up. If you can remember the game, it was remember the funny bone?
Yeah.
You get the wishbone, the funny bone. It was so hard to get. I think there's about 8 things you have to get out. And you have remember the little tweezers?
Yes.
It was hooked up. The little tweezers hooked up. You had to slowly get if you touched one side. Oh,
how many stations are set up?
8.
Okay, so there's 8 stations.
8 stations stuff. So he got these off of Facebook Marketplace. So we got 8 of them, and they all work perfect. He had them restored. Walton's Electronics right next door.
No kidding.
Restored each one of them. So it really makes a good loud sound when it goes off. So
God,
if you guys have never played the game Operation,
who has not played Operation?
I'm just telling you, you've missed out. It was one of the most incredible games that came out at every gathering with your cousins. let's get operation out and just see what happens.
So there's how many? I just want to be clear. How many people win?
What's that? Oh, it's unlimited.
Oh,
it's unlimited. So
if you do it,
you win.
There could be 50 people.
Could be 50 people.
A lot of mortgages getting paid.
So he's going to pay their rent or
got
their mortgage. And if it's a lower rent, like that, then he'll go an extra month too.
Okay.
So
He's got it. This could be a very lucrative day for somebody.
Very lucrative day with
a lot of people.
And he wants to free the money up to get into pools for the NCAA tournament. That's the
March
reason.
Madness.
March Madness. So he's thinking ahead. He's thinking about sport.
Yeah.
And also he's thinking about better times, because there was nothing better when you went to someone's house, you got the game operation. Everyone's house had the game operation. Everyone's house in the 70s had the game operation.
It did. I did. Yes. Better times and better times. Bettors. He's thinking about the bettors.
Yes,
too.
bettors. Yes. So Steve has that set up. Now they'll go in order.
Okay.
So 8 sit down. They start with 1.
Okay.
And they go through like that. And if they get eliminated, they're out. You only get 1 shot. The next person comes up, sits down, but they don't get a start.
Great idea.
Then he goes back to 1.
Intense.
So it's very intense. It's all going to be. It's live streamed through Norfolk.
This will be a sort of an intense day in the bank.
Imagine right now if you have your, hey, listen, we have our mortgage is $2,800 a month, and that we had a chance to hit it twice. That's a big deal. It's a big deal for you. And he pays it.
Yeah. And if
that adds up, that's significant.
Don't let your spouse down on Valentine's
this one.
Day.
Yeah, you got 1 shot, so you better be steady when you roll in there.
That is that's one of his.
It'd be interesting to see if anybody has one at home that they practice on.
He comes up with some amazing ideas.
Yes.
Those are amazing ideas.
So 8 things set up.
What's it called, the thing again?
What's that? Money for a medical procedure. And so the procedure is not to pay for a medical procedure. You have to perform the medical procedure on Mr. Operation with the red nose. Can't you see him right now? I can see him right now with the red. Lay down.
Help me, save me, help me.
Take out my funny bone.
This is going on in Creighton, Nebraska.
Creighton, Midwest Bank. It's in the lobby.
What's Tamara doing?
What's that? She'll be tracking with Steve just to make sure there's no tomfoolery where someone tries to get in twice. If they make an error, you're out. And it's for the family too. You only get to pick one, so it's you or your wife or whoever it is. You can't have 4 people come through and give it a shot.
Okay,
so you have to pick.
That's important.
You have to put your yes.
We have a quick question before we move on. This is from Jake and Hickman.
Yes.
He says, do I have to bring in my mortgage statement, or is it going to be the honesty policy for what?
He's going to go more on. I think a little more honesty. I think if it's like, how much is it? Well, it's $9,000 a month. Well, he's probably going to question you. He's probably, but
what are you living at here?
But Steve's
going to condo in New York City or what?
That's a good question.
Good question. So, but Steve will work with honest. It'll be an honesty policy situation.
Nice job.
Yeah.
Don't cheat the system.
And also,
come on.
The question is, Steve, can he still do his banking?
Of course.
Yeah,
he's amazing.
Why do I say it?
Yeah.
It's a given.
Look at him.
Point.
Yeah.
And he has, what I like about him, he's like a coach. I mean, he has his tellers ready.
Yes, they're ready.
They know there's a lot going on in the bank, but they also know that business has to get done.
Yeah.
And if someone walks in, and sometimes you walk in, you got to do some serious banking.
Yeah. What if you did walk in randomly and you saw 8 stations of operations set
up
for free? 2 months of.
He's got to have a teller to say, come over. Don't worry about that.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You're cool.
I can't focus right now.
You're fine.
Bring your check over
here.
Bring
your check over here.
We'll get you a cashier's check.
So thank you to Steve Schindler, Midwest Bank. It should be a fun day, a very loud day. At Midwest
but
Bank
banking will get done.
Banking will get done.
I think
as always.
He doesn't want his business compromised.
No, he doesn't. But he's always thinking about the people, isn't he?
Yeah. Look at him.
Yeah.
Look at him.
He's thinking about the people. Yeah. Shin Daddy.
Shin Daddy's the man. 464-5685. Call or text as always. Yesterday was a lot of serious news. We mentioned Jordy Ball was unfortunate. That was obviously a sad thing for Nebraska. A funny thing I thought I saw.
Funny haha or funny weird?
Haha.
Okay.
In the afternoon.
Oh boy.
How many times have we made fun of George Kliavkoff on these airwaves?
Hard not to.
The Pac-12 commissioner.
Hard not to.
Who up until yesterday he was going to be the Pac-12 commissioner. They
don't have a conference, though.
Right, exactly.
2 teams. It's the Pac-2.
It's Pac-2.
Brett McMurphy announces that they're finally in discussions of separating from Commissioner George Kliavkoff for the now dissipating and gone Pac-12 conference. Should have happened, right when everybody left the conference, right?
10 teams left.
Everybody
They're
left.
down to 2. So there's a board, actually, of 2. The president of Washington State, the president of Oregon State, that now are decision makers. They're all going to keep the conference together.
Which is also awesome that they're getting all the money.
Are they?
Oh yeah, they're getting all the
Are
money.
they?
They're getting all the money from like the NCAA tournament this year, all these whatever it is. They're like, no, the people leaving, you don't get that money. So that's how they're kind of going to survive until they get things figured out.
How bad was Kliakov? Here's how bad he was. You could almost make him a verb at this point. Like,
yes,
you really Kliakov that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you fixed my mower.
Yeah,
but you really Kliakov the garage.
Yeah,
I mean,
it could.
I mean, you could.
So
let's make that a thing on the show.
It could be an adjective.
Especially when it was well documented that they had offers that would have easily held the conference together. The numbers were good enough to hold the conference, and they held out for more. Now, but in his defense, he doesn't stand alone. The presidents have to agree with him. So I'm sure if the presidents were 100% of like, no, we're taking that deal, he wouldn't have been like, we're not doing that. I'm going to tell these 12 schools, screw you. Like that. I'm holding out for it all. But the best part is the end was like they had a conference call, and their best plan was Apple streaming.
Apple streaming.
It was their best plan.
That was the plan.
And a couple
Apple streaming. Each school would get $20 million.
Yeah. And the best part was that Washington and Oregon didn't even show up on the conference call, the Zoom call.
No, we're good, man.
Man, the box is empty. The little box on the TV. There's no one there.
Just the W and the O.
Washington, can you press the enter button? There's no one there.
Okay.
Anyone?
Oregon,
are you there? Bueller? Anyone?
He dragged his feet on it.
Yeah.
And Kliakov.
Has there ever been a worse commissioner? And he wasn't even there that long. How long was he there for?
Not very long.
Very short time.
He took over in spring of 2021. Spring of 2021.
Basically came out at the same time as the Big 12, right? Weren't they very similar?
I think a similar time period, yeah.
And
Tony.
Anyway, yeah. No, Tony Sacchetti would be the Big 10.
Yeah, spring of 2021 is when he came aboard.
But the Big 12 just took off, and the Pac-12 decimated. And so that's and as we all know, the reason that I have so much that it bothers me so much is that I want the Pac-12.
I know.
I don't want Oregon and Washington and USU in the Big Ten. I love the Pac-12.
And it was a great year for the football in the Pac-12. It's a great year for football. Everything about it, I loved it. Now it's all jacked up.
So what they're doing is Oregon State and Washington State are the Pac-2 through 2025 and 2026, and they can bring teams in to expand, and it could still be the Pac-12.
Yeah, they can make it the Pac-12. It's just all new teams.
Who would it be? Yeah, who would it be? So
that's it's like a rebranding with the Mountain West is all that it is. It's a rebranding with the Mountain West. But like I said, it's awful. I mean, the Pac-12, it's historical. But I remember watching back in the day, watching UCLA or USC play Michigan or Ohio State or whoever in the Rose Bowl. It was epic. It was just so cool. And then I love the Pac-12 because it's like, okay, that's what's on Saturday night, and that's what I'm going to watch is some Pac-12 football. I enjoy that. It's later in the day.
Kliakov.
Use another verb for that. Give us another sentence for it.
Well, if you hit one right off the tee box, you Kliakov that right.
Thank you for the golf reference. I appreciate that.
Way to Kliakov that up.
Yeah.
Kliakov that up.
Okay, Nebraska botches the last second shot in basketball. What happened there?
Kliakov. What a Kliakov.
How about I feel bad for the guy. Like that's going to be like 20 years from now if his name gets mentioned in something.
You're such a Kliakov.
It's just going to be just horrific.
It's sort of sad in a way, but it is what it is. He took a high-profile job. He's getting $3.5 million. They're trying to figure out what to do about his contract. The board, the two-person board, the Pac-12.
Imagine the meeting. Who's going to be there? Oregon State, Washington State.
That's the board.
Anybody else?
That's the
nope,
board.
Just
the board.
Will USC be there? No. Will
Okay,
Arizona be there?
No, nobody else.
Just two guys and you.
They got to figure out what to do with the street. $3.5 million is not exorbitant. That can be handled. That's what he's making a year, apparently. I thought commissioners made a little bit more than that. But anyway, Kliakov, done.
And now he's a verb per Steve Sipple. I like that.
UCLA.
You messed it up, Kliakov. It's not good. You don't want to have that reference to you.
I
would like to. It would be interesting if he ever has like a tell-all book where he's like, "Hey, I took this to the presidents, and they denied it. I wanted it. Or if that's true or not, I don't know."
Yeah, I mean, we might be being unfair to him a little bit.
And then, so like I said, he could not act alone.
No,
they didn't have the power to do that. He doesn't have the power to do that. If in the SEC or Big Ten, if every president and AD says absolutely not, the commissioners have the power to be like, yeah, we're doing that.
And there were already forces working against him. There were deals in place with other conferences that he had no control over. So they were, but he did drag his feet on the whole thing. He did.
Yeah. That did happen.
Yeah. They're now the interesting thing to me is they're looking at the deputy commissioner. I would maybe look outside the whole scope.
We only got to run 2 teams. It shouldn't be that hard when you come in. Let's get together. Where at? I don't know. We can either go to Corvallis.
I mean, the day that all these teams left and went to the Big 12 or Big 10, you would think, okay, he's got to be fired then. It's done. Or no more George Cleveland. I was surprised he was still there today.
I don't think he's been coming into the office real regularly. I don't think
Did he ever come in?
I don't know. It's like I don't think he was there like every day. Hey, what's going on?
He had 2 pretty bad summers. When did UCLA and USC go? Was it was May of 2022, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, that was a bad summer.
Flags up.
That was a bad summer. Then what happened the next summer? Just about everybody else left. Yeah, 2 really bad summers for the. It's sad. I'm with Bill. It's not. I mean, we're kind of having fun with it, but the Pac-12.
I don't think anybody
nobody wants.
Nobody wants a conference that is all the way from LA and Seattle to New Jersey. That's just not a conference.
How about Cal and Stanford and the ACC? That makes a lot of sense.
Too, yeah,
I like that. Fits well.
Cal, who do you guys have? Boston College. What? It's a conference game?
You're going to have to get used to that, like Stanford versus Clemson.
Yeah,
a conference game.
Yeah. And eventually, when they finally get it all broken down like that, like 10 years from now, that'll all go back. It'll be regional again.
God, I hope you're right.
They'll be regional again.
I hope you're right.
They're going to divide up. It's going to be a whole different deal. There's going to be to get into a 60 team or whatever, 60-some team. I think it's going to divide up into 4 quadrants. It's going back to regional and be crossover games. That's what's going to happen.
Jake, you know why we always say better times?
Yeah.
Because of conversations like this.
It's better times.
There were better
regional
times.
Was the best. The Big 8.
Yeah.
How great was the Big 8?
Better times.
Better times.
Oh, my God.
Where you got to get to today? We got to get all the way to Iowa State.
Yep.
How do we do it?
Drive down to Manhattan.
Yeah, drive down to Manhattan.
Drive back after the game.
Yeah, 2 hours. Yeah.
Some good
Easy
games.
trip. Easy trip.
Better times.
One day.
Yeah. We came back from Kansas. We were driving a van, and it was all the GAs with me. Jerry Godowski was with me. The best fullback in the history of Nebraska football. Brian Carpenter was with me. And we drove back, and we got in the van right after we beat Kansas, and we drove the van back. Kevin Miller was in there, Ole, all of us, and we drove directly back in our coaching clothes and went to the rail. Went right into the rail in our coaching clothes.
In your tan pants?
What's that? I think those are the red Sansa belts.
Oh, you got red ones.
Red ones on like that. Went straight into the rail. And we were driving a university van.
Better times.
Better times. That was better.
You know
times.
what? You know the SEC is still regional though. The SEC is still regional.
It is.
Yeah, they are very.
They're regional.
Yeah, you hop on your plane there. It's incredible. It's like how far are we getting? You're there. Even adding Oklahoma and Texas. Nope. Still regional. Still regional.
It works.
Yeah. It's just.
That's where it's at, Jay.
Yeah.
So George Kliavkoff again. It's parting ways with the Pac-12 conference. They're parting ways with him, but
yes,
I guess it's a long time coming for George, who Kliavkoffed everything up. It's not good when you're
Moose was with me. Moose Monson.
Was he?
Moose was there.
He was there too.
Knew Moose.
What year was that about?
About 91,
Oh,
92.
better times.
Yeah,
Jake, better times.
Better times. Better times.
Good God.
Before we get to break,
yes, what do you got?
I have an announcement to make.
Oh, jeez.
Are you guys prepared?
Hang on. Can we hold this so everyone knows a big announcement coming and do it after break?
That's Bill's Thrills. You want to do it before Bill's Thrills?
Yeah, because this is something we don't want to just delve into.
Okay.
After the break.
I want everyone, if you know a breaker, text them right now. If you think they're not listening, to go live. We need every breaker on the air for what's about this news that's going to come out after this break.
Yeah.
Every breaker needs to be on. This is the biggest thing that's ever been announced on this show. So I don't want to ease into this thing. This is big.
No pressure.
Wow, this is the biggest announcement we've ever had on the show.
Get a hold of all breakers. Text
all right.
everyone. It's on, guys.
Well, we'll tell you what that massive news is next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Golfing in 72 degrees and perfect conditions in Nebraska doesn't seem possible in the winter, but it is. Double Eagle Golf is your escape from the bone-chilling cold outside and a reason to keep your clubs out year-round. Book a bay with some friends for a weekend or come by for golf and happy hour on a weekday. Spring leagues begin in February. Get signed up today. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex at West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
A lot of people in the summertime think, gee, I want to build a new home. By the time they go through the process of sitting down, getting the permits, and getting the home started, the home isn't done until January or February.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
I think the best time to start designing your new home is the month of February. Get an early start on it. Sit down, the snow's flying. Let's sit around the table. Let's drop some plans. When we're looking out for a homeowner, we're always keeping their budget in mind. Let's put numbers together and let's get that thing started so that the home's done in summer or fall before school starts. So now is really the time to be contacting us to get an appointment to get the job done.
Make your dream a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your dream home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
If your home isn't delivering the year-round comfort you expect, call the experts at Bryant. Warm and cool, comfort and confidence. Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating. Call 467-1111.
Are you tired of living in pain? It's time to take control. At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, we're your one-stop shop for expert care in Lincoln. From broken bones to complex reconstruction, our skilled team will help you get back on track. Visit prairieortho.com today and discover why we're the trusted choice for thousands of patients. Don't let pain hold you back. Take the first step towards a better, pain-free life with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins. Call 402-489-4700.
Are you in the market for a new garage door or need to repair your old one? It's wintertime, and that means snow, wind, and freezing temperatures. All things that can cause sticky locks and damage to your garage door. If you're experiencing any issues with your commercial or residential garage door during the winter months, call Cameron Hall and his team at Doors Plus. Don't be trapped outside in the cold because of a poorly maintained garage door. Call Doors Plus today at 402-590-5800 or visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
Hello, everybody. It's Charlie Stone, and here with me is Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I hear that new Honda manufacturing continues to go up, and you have new Hondas in stock now.
That's correct, Charlie. We have more than 40 new Hondas in stock right now. It's great that a customer can come in and buy a new Honda and drive it home that day. New Honda inventory keeps getting better each month.
Okay, then. How about used cars, Andy?
We have more than 100 pre-owned vehicles to choose from right now, and a lot of fresh trade-ins are coming in daily. We have just about every maker model you can imagine in any price range.
Thanks again, Andy. People love the selection and great service at Honda of Lincoln. Maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
The captain, Vershawn Jackson.
Hillariola, the doctor, the Polynesian Bowl. He had a lot of throws. He made a couple nice throws. He threw outs. He threw a deep dig. He threw a slant that went to the house. There were so many different passes that we saw him, and he's got a little quick twitch. Is he fast? No. Quick twitch? Yes. It was good to see him moving around. Listen, he connected with, guess who?
Carter Nelson.
Thank you. We got a chance to see Carter twice. It was good for me to watch that because I think that's a precursor of wisdom.
This
Well, good morning, little brother.
is Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Before we get to the big breaking news, just a quick plug again. Bob and Kathy are here from Heavenly Waffles. Stop on by 1040 O Street, 8 to 11 a.m. A great start to your Valentine's Day here. They will have all sorts of great waffles to choose from.
It's not devil waffles. What is it?
Heavenly Waffles.
Heavenly Waffles.
Devil
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Ooh, you can't.
They've got
make
a plan for the day. I'm telling you what. It's a game changer, life changer.
Life changer. Yes. If you can't come down here, heavenlywaffles.com is
Make a little bold on that one.
is where you can go to there. All
Well,
right.
it's-
You're struggling.
I'm struggling. I'm still struggling with the Jake had the big Amtrak trip planned for 200 breakers, and it's going to be next weekend. And didn't tell anybody till today.
There's a reason
Next
why.
weekend.
There's a reason why I was looking at next weekend.
What
So
is
should
why?
We, should we play the breaking news sounder here?
Yes.
All right, hang on. Here we go. Ready?
Yeah. Oh, God.
Yes. Lock in.
This is intense.
It's the biggest news we've ever broke.
Breaking news. It's been 7 months breaking at this point.
Yes.
But
We've been aware of this.
You have
We've
been aware.
kept this under lock and key.
we have kept it a secret, but no longer, because it's out there on social media. My wife has posted, I am going to be a father.
Yes. Yes. Play the music.
Oh, you mean this one
How
right
did it
here?
happen?
How did it happen?
How did it happen? Let's do the replay here. So, yeah, that's
out.
Long, short, football.
The reason
Jake, you're a dad. You're
I'm
gonna be a dad.
Not yet.
You're
Yeah,
gonna be
I'm gonna
incredible.
be a dad.
You're gonna be incredible.
You will be.
Our due date is hilarious. It's actually Masters Sunday for me, which April 13th is the due date.
Behave yourself. Yeah.
I'll behave. But
You get to the hospital.
that's
Don't be
why
out with Seth that day.
No,
that was.
I gotta
Seth.
go to the hospital. Seth, what are you
Seth.
talking about? Seth, I gotta go.
Don't take Seth to the
Don't
hospital.
take Seth to the hospital.
He'd want to come with me.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta
Yeah.
be. No.
Or,
You, get-
will me and Steve be there?
you guys will be involved in any capacity you want to be involved in.
Any capacity?
Yes. Yeah. Sure. You want to be there?
Okay.
Come on by and be there for the day. It's fun.
God, this
So-
is exciting, Jake. Can we ask this question? You have to don't answer
Yeah.
that. Do we know?
We know the gender.
Okay,
Yes.
that's what I was wondering.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, we can tell you. We're having a baby girl.
Okay.
Nice.
A baby girl is what we were having. We were going to do mid-April. So we are 2 months away
You
today.
can teach her to play
basically.
tennis.
Tennis and
Yes.
golf. You can play golf. You can do all the good sports there.
Yeah.
So exciting times. Obviously, a big life change coming up. And that's why I was trying to do the
We'll help you.
Amtrak sooner rather than later so I can get that built in.
Well,
So-
we'll just got to push it back even further. So we'll wait. And we'll make sure we'll get her mom down on that weekend when you leave to go to Olive Garden in Des
yes,
Moines.
absolutely. You can do that.
Okay.
We'll get this set up because I've gotten. I expect 250 breakers to want to be part of this.
A full train. Yeah, it'd be awesome.
They might have to get an extra
Could
car.
you imagine all of a sudden if the train's like, what's going on? Why is there 200 people? Where are you guys going? Just Des Moines and back. Where are you guys going? Olive Garden.
Yeah, it's important.
With who?
It's the
Jake.
best. Yeah, with Jake and Bill and
Just
Sip.
set it up.
Do you guys have a name picked out? Don't tell us.
Oh, we have we feel pretty good about a name.
Okay.
Now we
don't
had
you?
more boy names picked out, which is why I knew it was going to be a girl off the bat because it's always the one you don't have as many picked out for. But we have over the last couple months been working on a couple names. I think we have a name that we have picked on. So I will not announce that until the child is born.
Is this not the biggest news? I'm telling you. Can't you see Jake as a dad?
Yes, I can.
Yes, he'll be incredible.
He's talked about this before, so I can't wait for little Jake to be running around the studio.
Well, little Justine, maybe.
Well, little child. The child.
Little child.
My child.
There's a little child, nameless.
Unnamed child.
Unnamed child.
So that's your breaking news there. Going to be a dad and 2 months away.
And Elizabeth will be a great mom.
Yes, she will. She'll be a wonderful mom.
God
And
bless her.
we're excited and ready for the next phase here. So
Josh, are you excited?
Josh is clapping over there.
Yes.
So thank you, everybody who's
Josh is
chimed in. Appreciate that. And
Nice.
exciting times. So
Good job.
we have to get to Bill's Thrills now. That's important.
Oh, yes.
This was
We're
the
doing that
precursor
today?
to Bill's Thrills.
I didn't know.
Are we doing that?
Yeah, you
I'll
did.
write something up quick.
Here we go. It's time for. Oh, I got to get it pulled up. Someone deleted it. Hang on. Give me 1 second. There's been buffoonery in the studio.
They deleted the Bill's Thrills?
Nope, they didn't delete it. It just didn't have it
Tony,
pulled
we're-
up.
we're
Hey,
going
okay,
in the tank.
I got it. Here we go. It is time for Bill's Thrills on a Wednesday. Here we go.
Sip, you'll like this one.
I'm ready.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom bonanza.
Oh, yeah.
We
This
need
gonna be
it.
bonanza?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. You see, I sent it to you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break. Sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors.
Yes, Bill's Thrills, as always, sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors, the ATMs, the cash cows, Lincoln. Call them at 402-730-7387 to get a consultation to plan your financial future today. Bill.
Also, with that, just think about that. If you win the operation game and you save yourself all that cash, decide, hey, honey, let's just split it up. Let's put half of it into basketball pools. Let's put the other half with Mid-Plains Advisors. And then all of a sudden, 2 years from now, we have $200,000.
That's a pretty good deal for you.
24 months out, but how'd you guys do it? How'd you get it done? Well, I won an operation. I won at Midwest Bank. They had
And
and then turned over and just made great money.
we gambled our ass off.
Yeah, we did. And or bet it all in the pools and take the pool winnings and be able to do that.
That's smart.
And then what's the best thing to do with your money? How would you want to do it from there?
Launder it.
No, cash-free app.
Cash-free app, but come on.
I led you right into it.
Yeah,
you went with 100. that made no sense. 100 made no sense.
No, I said launder it.
Launder it.
All right, let's do this Bill's Thrills.
Okay.
Come on.
Let's talk about this now, okay? All right, this is somewhat serious. It's going to go back in time, which might get you a little bit. Anybody ever heard the song by Chris Ledoux, Cadillac Cowboy? It's a great song.
Have you heard it?
It's a great
I'm
sure
sure if I heard it, I would know it, but I don't know off the top of my head.
There's a line in the song that says, what the wise man say, when you ride your last one, make sure it's your best one. Jump while he's still moving, tip your hat, boys, and walk away. So he's talking about being a rodeo star. And it talked about the last one. So start thinking about epic last ones. Think about the ones that you knew about. Krzyzewski's last game or all these different last ones and how it is. It's the last one. How last one. I want to talk about how awesome it is when you don't know the last one. So I talk about this one right there. You think about this like that. I don't know the last time when we got together and rode our bikes down Main Street at 3:00 in the morning. Okay, we got back to the tent. That was it, guys. We're done. This will never happen again. Nope, you had no idea it was your last one. Sip, where did you stand? Where did you stand at in center field? Whose yard were you in?
Yeah, I think it was they spelled it HLADEK, but I can't remember the last time I did. Halotix.
Yeah, Halotix. But you but you played center field. You stood in their yard. You stood on their.
God dang it!
Remember
Don't do this to me.
But remember the last time you did it?
Not necessarily.
Because you don't know when you go out and you don't come back in from that one time and go, that's it.
This is deep.
It's like cruising. How about small town Pender? And you or all the small towns. How about what's cruising Main Street? Right. Remember the last time when you parked your car? I'll never do that again. Nope. You never knew. You never knew when it was going to happen. Right, so having how lucky you are when you don't know it's the last time.
Oh my God! God bless you.
Because you want to not know these things.
It's a little hardcore, but
yeah. We used to play basketball in the spring across the street at Bobby Thompson's. He had two names, Bobby Thompson or Bobby Getzmeyer. The divorced parent. He went by both names. He's either Bobby Thompson or Bobby Getzmeyer. We never figured it out. Me and Brett Wall would always say that. Like, what is it, Bobby Thompson or Bobby Getzmeyer?
Which one is it?
Go with either. Either one. We didn't know which one it was. Didn't matter. We'd see him sometimes. I would call him one day, hey, Tomps. Next day, what's up, Getzmeyer? because he didn't know his
Very
name.
confusing.
Very confused. But we played just crazy hoop games at his house, and it was like an 8.5 foot rim, so we could dunk on it.
No, did you dunk?
Oh, you could dunk all the time.
Did you windmill?
With that windmill. Just imagine like that when you got done one time. Whew, never doing that again. You just never did it again. Think about the stuff like that. That's nice. It's nice that you don't know. It's nice you don't know, because if you knew, hey, we're going to go out, we're all going to meet, we're playing hide and go seek, we'll never do it again. It'll be the last time we do it. Hey, I'm going to go fishing. Me and Duke are going fishing down at the dredge. That's the little river runs by Pender. When's the last time? No, today's it. Today's our last time. You have no idea.
Want to know that. But in a way, it makes you appreciate that. You saying this, is it designed to make you appreciate those moments?
It makes you appreciate the moments, and you don't know when the walk off is.
You don't know. This could be our last show today, too, guys.
Don't know what the walk off is.
Hard after this.
We're all going to hug. There's going to be a big hug.
Hard.
Yes. So
anyway, time out, Josh. Okay, that's an interesting one.
It's so nice to not know.
Did it inspire you, that line in the song by Ledoux?
What's that? Yeah, I heard it just the other day.
It inspired.
It inspired because he basically knew, it was like, hey, this is my last ride. I'm not doing it again. It's my last time, which is cool. But it's nice to know when it's not your last time. The number of things that you do, like, when's the last time I'm going fishing with my dad? When's the last time I'm doing this? Like that. You don't want to know that.
I'm verklempt
Things
right
you
now.
don't want to know. Things you don't want to know. Anything from the text line, Jake?
Yes, 464-5685.
It's incredible.
Texters say, let's see, so many mixed emotions right now.
Right.
Thank you, Bill. It's from Shamia. Shamia.
God bless her.
Yeah.
Or him.
Someone says, Bill, there's actually fish in the dredge.
What's that? Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, mostly catfish. Yes, that's
catfish.
Catfish. That's what you
stick your hand in there.
Well, here's the good one. Someone says high school graduation is a time when you do know, and it hits hard for a teenager.
Yeah, those things hit,
Yeah.
and there's certain things you're going to know. But like I said, the cool things when you don't know things that are going to be that's going on. And all of a sudden, you don't know what the last time we're going to go do this or whatever it is.
Stand in Hladek's yard.
Yeah, stand there. Think about that. You said you stood out there 100 times.
Yeah, and they never said a word.
Never said a word.
Get off the lawn.
Yeah, no, you're just playing center field.
Yeah.
But you never knew in the last time.
I sit in a driveway.
This one's tough. Someone says, we all came back from college and tried to revive our tackle football game. We all knew that was the last one. Way too many injuries.
Yes. So, but it makes you happy in a way when you think back of the good things too.
Makes
it makes
mixed emotions.
Mixed emotions like that. Yes, mixed emotions. Very mixed.
I'm verklempt right now.
There's a lot of different things.
Chase P also says, this goes back to Mid-Plains. It says, who knows? I get financial advice from Sports Talk Radio also.
Yes.
So we do.
We try to add
sports advice.
We
and
do that.
Money advice.
Yes, we do.
The tax-free app is
the tax-free app is something
changer.
you want to get that. I'm telling you what, if you got all your money forever tax-free, you'd be shocked at what your account looks like.
Yeah, and your accountant will be shocked.
They'll be shocked too.
You won't need him anymore.
Yeah, exactly. We don't need you. Well, also, if you do need one, what was yesterday? It's all debits and credits that Steve taught. It's all debits and credits.
You should have gone to Creighton. Should have been there
with the abacus.
With the abacus.
How to do your stuff with the abacus.
That's really good today. So who is that? Who is the performer?
So
again?
listen to the song Chris Ledoux, Cadillac Cowboy. It's a great song.
And
it's
inspired you.
It's a rodeo song.
And it inspired to Bill's Thrills.
Inspired to Bill's Thrills. Yes.
Well,
yeah.
Appreciate that. That was a great one today. Thank you, Bill. It's always, as always, sponsored by Dirk Scott and Ty.
You guys are
Mid Plains Advisors, the ATMs, and the Cash Cows of Lincoln.
Thank you, Mid Plains Advisors.
You can always call them at 402.
They're the ones that allow us to do these things. Without Mid Plains Advisors, the show shuts down.
Let's think about that for a second.
Yeah.
That's critical.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really important.
402-730-7387.
If they don't sponsor us, there's no Bill's Thrills.
That's true.
It'd be canceled. If they call in tomorrow and say we're doing it no more, it's over.
However, before the game show, a quick plug for Bill's Thrills. You can always listen to that in a podcast form on Sundays, 2 to 3 p.m. here on the Ticket, sponsored by Acres, the rebroadcast. You can also download the podcast. It's available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you find your podcast. You can download full episodes, hour-long episodes of Bill's Thrills.
I've heard several people have made their kids listen to them while they were driving. I don't know if that was good or bad. But
it's good.
It was good, but they were like, yeah, my kids had to listen to 2 hours. We were driving
better times.
We were driving to McCook, and we had to listen to 2 hours of Bill's Thrills.
That sounds like
graduation
a great road trip to me.
situation.
Sounds like a great road trip.
Graduation.
Let's play the game show. Give us a call right now at 464-5685. A chance to win a business box of bagels to Bagels and Joe. You guys are 2-0 on the week. This is a winning week by Wednesday, possibly. Well, it's Wild Card Wednesday.
That works.
That's tough. This is a tough one for us.
Wild Card Wednesday. This is not Valentine's related, but it's just random. It's random. Companies companies. I'm going to give you a product. You tell me what manufacturer where it comes from.
Okay. So it could be like Kraft.
Exactly. You got
cheese,
it.
Kraft.
Yes, like that. Just like that.
Okay.
So does that make sense? Everybody got it?
Yeah.
I don't feel good about it.
Okay.
Oh, I think you'll be good at this. I do.
464.
Can we call Schaefer for a lifeline?
Schaefer's a little busy right
Yes,
now.
he's busy.
He's a busy guy right
He's
now.
got some stuff going on.
Listen, you should be good at this.
I think we'll do okay.
There's a lot of things I should be good at, but I'm not.
I think we'll go 4 for
We've
4
covered
with the
that.
caller and us. 464-5685. Shut Up Simple starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
All right, 464-5685. Call the takedown Sip in Trivia, who is 2-0 on the week with Bill. Feeling good about yourselves. Companies, we feel okay about this today, right? Feeling all right?
They're so random. There's no way you can really feel good about it, but we might nail them all. There's a chance.
Let's see if we can hear the caller today. I think I got things fixed. Let's see. Brendan, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Can we hear Brendan?
No.
You guys can't hear Brendan.
No.
Not a word.
Not a word.
That's okay.
All right, I'll tell you
Just
what Brendan says then. It's fine.
Oh, this is just a chance for win number 50, landmark win. Hey, you have to tell us what he's saying, Jake.
Yes.
I thought I fixed the problem, but okay.
That's okay.
It's okay. You're going to be a dad.
That's right. All right. Bill's a lifeline for Sip for one question as always. Brendan, first question goes to you. What company is the manufacturer of Honey Nut Cheerios?
Oh, I got it, Bill. I got this.
I'll let you know what he says.
I do got it.
I'm not 100%. I think it does. Fire it too. Don't you dare hold back on this.
I won't.
Brendan.
Steal it. You get a chance. 5
seconds.
4
5
General Mills?
General Mills. Yes, it was
Brilliant.
General Mills. You guys had that one?
Yes, 100.
Yeah. Okay. General Mills is correct. First question for you guys. What company is the manufacturer of honeycomb cereal? It's just for you guys.
God, I haven't seen honeycomb forever, but it's a great cereal.
It is a great
It's
cereal.
a great cereal.
We have to come up with something. So it's not General Mills. Oh.
No, it is not the same. Yeah, I'll give it. It's not the same thing we just got. Company for honeycomb. 5
Purina.
seconds. What? Is that an actual guess?
I don't know.
Want to see if Bill can help you out?
Yeah, you want to do this?
Well, I'll just do like a standard, but I don't think it's right. I'll go Kellogg's.
Kellogg's.
Yes.
Fine guess.
Good guess.
Yeah.
Kellogg's is a main cereal brand.
Yeah.
It's not Kellogg's. Do you want that one, Brendan, or not?
We don't know if Brendan's taking it. We can't hear it.
It is Post. Yeah, it's Post.
Brilliant.
You got it right. I know you
We're
couldn't do
done.
it.
We're sunk.
This might end the
Post,
undefeated week.
honeycomb.
Yeah, Post. For the win, Brendan. Last question. What company is the producer of
I
oatmeal
work for
cream
Post.
pies? Oatmeal cream pies.
Debbie?
Oh, I know
I
that.
know that. Yeah, I got it.
Say that one more time.
Little Debbie?
Little Debbie's. There we go.
Brilliant!
I just heard him say Debbie's. I didn't hear little, but yeah, little
Would you
Debbie's.
give him Debbie's?
I don't think so. I think you got to have little
I
Debbie's.
think,
but
I know you have to have little Debbie's, but
Brendan, congrats. We get you bagels, and thanks for calling.
That was-
ending the undefeated week.
that was the butt kicking. That's what it was.
Wasn't
Yeah.
great. Last one for you guys, though. What company is the manufacturer of Sunkist soda?
should know
Sunkist
this.
soda. Sunkist.
Sunkist.
I should know that, but I don't.
Is that a Coca-Cola product?
You going Coca-Cola?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know. What is it?
That'd be Dr. Pepper Snapple.
Really?
Dr. Pepper Snapple. Tiebreaker, Bill, this goes to you because you're very good at this. What year was Little Debbie founded in?
Okay.
Well, that's easy. 1934.
Ooh, good guess.
You're going before or after 1934?
It's a good guess. I'm going to say after.
I think I would have probably guessed similar, but it's 1960.
Really?
I would guess, well, I would have guessed in the 30s or 40s. So I'm with
I was
Bill,
mad I
yeah.
set the number that low because I think I tried to hit it on the head, and I should have went more like in the 4, but it wouldn't have mattered. I always try to shoot for the exact number.
Little Debbie's were, that's like when they were invented.
Yes.
60.
And you guys got on the number yesterday with Curtis Martin at 31 years old. So
Yes.
you were on the number in the tiebreaker.
Interesting.
But congrats to
We have to get
Brendan.
this. We have to get
Chris
this
technological glitch.
Yeah,
fixed.
well, it will be fixed before tomorrow. I'll make sure it's a priority
That would be
today.
nice if
I
we'd
thought
address it.
we had it fixed. I did have it fixed, but that's
You
okay.
could just somehow try to get us back on the air, Jake. That'd be great.
I know.
Chris Ledoux, Cadillac Cowboy. Listen to it. Let us know. Hey, real quick, can I ask one more question?
I'd love to.
Probably
Please.
too much for people to text in. But did anybody watch Best of Times? A bunch of my friends didn't all text. That was our movie for last
Best of
week. Was
Times.
Best of Times. Robin Williams and Kurt Russell.
Sounds like a great movie.
And it's incredible. It's a top 5 movie of all time. Should have won several Oscars. So
I have no.
Yeah,
I have
it
no.
sounds really good.
That's the show that I gave last week, Jake, when you were out.
Oh, okay.
Was
That
the
would make
movie.
sense.
Describe
Yeah,
it to Jake.
What's that? It's a high school team that gets they lose in the state championship, and then they relive the game and they replay the game 20 years later.
That's a great idea.
And Kurt Russell is Reno, and he's the quarterback. Yes, it's just a great. It's one of the more incredible movies you'll ever see.
Doesn't that sound like a good idea? It just sounds like a great idea.
Mark from Argyle watched it. Yeah.
We
So a
got-
lot of
Look at
people-
this. Look
Yeah.
what's walking in on Valentine's Day. We
that
got
Heavenly.
Bob Heavenly Waffles.
Bob.
In the building.
Bob,
Chef
thank
Bob
you.
Haney is here with us.
That's incredible.
Yeah, jump on the mic there, Bob. You are the.
It's a little heavenly love today on
that is.
Valentine's.
Well, what do we have here today?
So we have
It's like an egg-based
eggs
product.
a la goldenrod, which is a curry and nutmeg bechamel with diced up hard-boiled egg whites.
I see the curry,
butter and syrup,
there's
and then I grate the hard-cooked egg yolk over the top. So that's the little sprinkle on top. Some
wow.
bacon.
Well, it just looks
meat
delightful.
candy.
I will eat this in the break, obviously, because it's
Josh is already.
You don't want to be smacking
No,
in the
if
microphone.
I get that, I'll
like
get over the
Sipple.
microphone.
Like Sipple is right
He's-
now.
he's just-
yeah,
that's
just
what it is.
you're
No, you do this because
It's
for
hot.
effect.
Eat it while
I
it's
know.
hot.
I
Do
agree.
it for effect.
Yep. Well, what's your response so far? Tasty? Oh, is that your first bite?
Interesting.
I love the real life.
Have you had that one? But you've had
No,
that one
no,
before.
I
You
don't
haven't?
know.
I've never
It
had this before,
has a
Bob.
little kick.
It does have a little kick.
Yeah,
It
I've
has
never
a
had
little
this before, Bob.
I have
Thank
some
you.
crushed red peppers in there as well, so it does have a little.
Oh, I had a pepper on things on Valentine's Day. Cleared out.
You know where this would be good, where you could market this?
Tell me.
In New Orleans right now.
Oh yeah,
You could.
Yeah.
This would be good
There's
breakfast in New Orleans.
our product in New Orleans would freaking kill it.
Mhm.
Yes.
This would.
Kill it.
Time to get down there,
I
Bob.
see. You.
I know.
I can see you in NOLA. I see it.
I can too. I have a good friend who lives there. Her husband is a saxophone player who's up for an Emmy recently, or a Grammy recently.
Grammy.
But I'm trying to think of the company. She owned a really cool marketing company, and she was there when you were there.
Yeah.
And I can't think of the name of it, but I saw a picture of her yesterday. Wasn't yesterday Fat Tuesday?
Yes.
Yes, it was. It sure was.
It was. That's why I mentioned it.
Yes.
Ann
Yeah,
Egelhoff
big
is her name, and when you guys get done, I'll show you a picture of
Okay.
Nice.
her get up. But her get ups every year,
Wow.
Yeah, they're
For Fat
real.
Tuesday.
next
Yeah.
level.
Big time.
I
Big time.
tell you what, the king cakes down there were incredible.
Yeah.
They were so good.
It's almost
Okay.
done.
So,
I think
It is almost done.
and we should be fired up. We should be going with some fish fries this Friday.
yes,
correct?
fish fries
Fish
are,
fries
are
are
back on
yes.
Friday.
Oh,
So
fries are
it's that
back.
time of year. Isn't
it is.
Oh
It's-
yeah.
Today is
Ash Wednesday.
Ash Wednesday.
Ash Wednesday.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Lent
Fish fries
has
start.
begun.
I will
There
be
we
at a
go.
fish fry somewhere
Here
Friday.
we go.
Be alert.
I
Thank
should
you.
do something with Heavenly Waffles and fish.
We-
Yes.
You should. You
Yes.
should do that.
I have done a wasabi ginger Heavenly Waffle with a seared ahi.
Really?
That's a sesame encrusted seared ahi. Uh-huh.
Ooh, that sounds
Wasabi.
incredible.
Uh-huh. So I blend the ginger and wasabi
Okay.
into the Heavenly Waffle, and then I'll ring mold it, and then I'll do some sesame encrusted seared ahi on top with a teriyaki drizzle.
Ooh,
Jeez.
I love when you say the word drizzle. Say
I like
drizzle.
teriyaki.
Say it again.
Drizzle,
again.
drizzle.
Yeah.
Wah, wah,
Actually, we
wah,
just
wah, wah.
we just trademarked Heavenly Drizzles.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
So at some point, all of our drizzles.
Thank you, Jake.
Yeah, you're welcome, guys.
Thank
My
All
plate.
right, guys.
Hey, come on down. They're here 8 to 11 a.m. Heavenly Waffles. Great breakfast for Valentine's Day. Bob, thank you very much.
Thanks for having us as always.
All right. Spillover is
God
next
bless
on
you.
an early break in the ticket.
Not touch my waffle.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Flowers and chocolates are great for Valentine's Day. But you know what really earns you bonus points? A massage. No, not from you, but from the professionals at the Body Shop. Now is the time to purchase a gift certificate for your significant other to make sure you're the big winner this Valentine's Day. Go to thebodyshoplincoln.com and select from their variety of specific massages. Once you've purchased, you can either print out the certificate or email it to the lucky recipient. Do Valentine's Day right this year with a massage from the Body Shop at 48th and A.
Have you been accused of a crime? Is your freedom at stake? At Liberty Law Group, we are committed to the defense of liberty for those accused. Facing the court is stressful, overwhelming, and full of uncertainty. At Liberty Law Group, we believe in treating every person with respect, compassion, and understanding. When legal troubles are keeping you up, trust Liberty Law Group to fight your battles. To learn more, call 877-42-LIBERTY. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, expecting partly sunny skies and more mild weather. We'll see an afternoon high around 59. Tonight, mainly cloudy and breezy, low around 29. And tomorrow, mainly sunny skies will return, but cooler weather will too. We'll see a high around 43. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Bagels and Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. February's cream cheese flavor is white chocolate raspberry. Pair it with a very berry chai. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln and their location in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and we have some really big savings for you right now. Our new crossover sale is underway. New Terrains, Equinoxes, and Trailblazers starting at $23,290. That's right, $23,290. Also, we've continued our huge Sierra and Silverado truck sale with over $10,000 off new pickups. You heard right, over $10,000 off list. Koppel truly has a small town feel with big city deals. We're right down 144th Street or at KoppelCars.com. Stock numbers G260980 and C119824.
If your home isn't delivering the year-round comfort you expect, call the experts at Bryant. Warm and cool, comfort and confidence. Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating. Call 467-1111.
Ever feel judged at the gym?
You don't know how to use the leg curl machine? Are you serious? Is this your first day alive? No, it's okay. I love helping people during their first day on Earth.
At Planet Fitness, get energy without the judgment and join the judgment-free zone. Never intimidating, always free fitness training and equipment for every workout. Get energized today during the Big Fitness Energy Sale for $1 down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, February 16th. See Home Club for details.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
This. Anybody who knows me knows I was cocky out of the womb.
Is Early Break with Zip and Jake, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, it's time for the spillover with AD, sponsored by Computer Hardware. Go see Trip at 70th and O. Also, Lincoln Kearney, Hastings, GI, 4 locations. Nebraska's Apple Store. It is a busy Wednesday here with Heavenly Waffles. Just had mine during the break. Actually, I'm halfway done with it. It's delightful. Sip housed his.
Mm-hmm.
The waffles. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
Very good.
Bob does a great job. His wife Kathy's here. Come down. There are people coming. People arrived today.
I think we're gonna have a very busy place today. I think people come down for a little,
Romance?
nice romance on Valentine's Day with waffles. They know we push it all the time. It's great stuff. And I know AD will have his during his show, and it'll be wonderful.
Yes, indeed.
This place just screams romance.
It does. Well, look at AD.
I see a big, bold white guy looking at me in the window.
It's romantic.
I was thinking the same thing.
Oh, you mean this right here? So, yeah. You want me to play this? Sorry, I wasn't ready for it.
Bring it down.
There we go. Yeah. There it is. Yeah. That's Valentine's Day
Marvin
right
Gaye.
there. If that doesn't scream Valentine's Day, I don't know what does in terms of a song. I played Barry White for Song of the Day. You have to. Barry White is like the king of Valentine's Day, man.
Him.
Is he not?
I would say Barry White.
Come on, Barry White.
A lot of babies made with Barry White.
Text line, is Barry White the king of Valentine's Day? 464-5685.
Sure.
I say yes.
That's not a bad. No, it's not. I'm not pushing back too hard on that.
I say yes.
I've never really thought. Or is Jay Foreman the king of Valentine's Day?
Yeah, you just
he
see
might say that
a big figure.
There he is walking by.
Walking
Look
through.
at the big linebacker.
He's coming here. He's coming for waffles.
Linebackers all kind of just walk the same. Like
They kind of do.
just like don't start nothing, ain't gonna be nothing. But we will start it.
Yes.
Well, wait a second. What was that saying? Don't
start nothing, won't be nothing. But we will start it. Linebackers are like that.
I like it.
Those guys kind of walk like that.
Yeah, they do.
Fullbacks do too. They just want to hit something all the time.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, their fists are always clenched. Calm down. Calm down, bro.
Yeah, easy.
Early in the day.
Deep breath.
Jake, I want to say this to you, man. Shout out on the new one coming.
Thank you.
In a few months, man. Your life will forever change.
Shout out on your performance. Time out. Josh is calling time out. That's what it sounded like. Shout out to Jake.
Way to go, Jake.
Got it done.
Got it done.
Proud of you, man.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you, AD. I appreciate
Guys are
that.
adolescents.
Yeah, it's been that week so far.
Adolescents.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you
I
this.
got to deal with immaturity every day with these guys.
Yes, I was listening to you guys dying
you
laughing
do.
this morning, man. Some of the comments coming, I'm like, oh boy, they're in it deep right now, man.
Yep. That's what happens on this show.
Yeah, I got to deal with it all the time. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
Sip's the voice of reason, the adult in the room.
Right, that's why I stand in the middle.
Arms
God,
apart.
you guys talking about 69.
Hey, that was you.
God.
That was you. You did that on Monday.
Good God.
The San Francisco 49ers is what that team is.
Good God.
Immature.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this, brother.
Unbelievable.
Literally, you better relish it, man, because you're gonna kind of like what you guys were talking about. You don't know the last time it's gonna be.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that when I was
You don't know
driving in, and we got a bunch of old videos. I was watching my kids. No idea that was the last time we were gonna, be in the back and that backyard we were at the same time. Just different little things like that. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Enjoy it, brother. Enjoy it.
That's right.
Enjoy it.
Thank you.
Are you nervous at
100.
all?
I think you have to be nervous, right? Don't you have to be?
I was.
Yeah. I'm not sure you're ready if you're not nervous at that point. I mean, if you think you're ready, especially if you're your first one, you've never done it before, been there before, then yeah, I think you have to be nervous. If
You'll
it's
be
like your
fine.
fourth or fifth, okay, we've been through this, we understand how this goes. Maybe
Yeah.
less nervousness, still some, because birth is always, things
Yeah.
that go wrong.
So you
but
announced it today.
I
And,
did.
Yeah.
She's
that's-
due April 13th.
And Elizabeth put it on social media.
That's why I was able to announce it. She put it out there. So
Yeah,
that's
did you
why.
know she was putting it out there?
Yes,
today?
she told me
Okay.
this morning that she was going to. So that's what I did.
Wow. What else in the sporting
Well, I
realm?
got a couple things, not with sports, because it's Valentine's Day, and I got a couple things to hand out here. Well, we already had waffles, and we're going to
What's
keep
going
eating
on?
the waffles. But shout out to we got more things going on for Valentine's Day. The chocolate season, 40th and Old Cheney. It's a wonderful spot right by Buffalo Wings and Rings over there. Great sponsor of ours, Wings and Rings. You get European style artisan chocolates, handmade on site by Erica and her team. It's great for Valentine's Day gift or any occasion. Look at these. I'm going to give you one of these. Tip. This is a triple
What is
chocolate espresso bean.
Do you want
If you're
one of
not-
these, AD?
If you're not awake right now, you're going to be.
AD.
I tell you what.
AD.
Hold on to it, AD. Just
Let me see.
Yeah. Oh, you're very careful what you eat in the morning, I've noticed.
Yeah.
Take one.
But I am eating waffles this morning, though.
Pass that.
Let me see that.
There we go.
Sip put this one in his mouth. There you go, AD. It's like my mom giving me a used piece of chewing gum in church and said, "Shut up," and put it in my mouth. Sip, I think, put his tongue on it and then gave it to me.
I didn't tongue it. Here.
Gee, thanks, Sip.
Time out. Can I have one?
I thought I gave you one. It's right there. Triple chocolate espresso beans is what we have here from the chocolate season.
Man.
They got way more things. It's very good. I'm going to be very alert.
Man, I might be wired, though, after this.
That's good.
Triple?
Keeps you awake. Triple chocolate espresso bean. That is very tasty. Very tasty.
Yeah.
The chocolate season, 40th and Old Chain. You get there today for Valentine's Day. It's a great gift. And that can't be that expensive. It's got to be very affordable for trying to make it something that's delicious but not breaking the bank. How about right here?
That's a lot of taste.
And chocolate season.
That is good, man.
Like that?
I would actually put that in my coffee, too, and just let it marinate.
You?
Oh,
Could
yeah.
you?
Let it marinate there, man. Absolutely.
I have to explore more. I never put anything in my coffee except Splenda. I never stick anything in there like that.
We will end the
show.
show.
I would. Just experiment.
We'll end the show on this. And we do a lot of plugs. I know it's
That's
plug
fine.
city today.
Come on.
All right. So
plug away.
This is a great inexpensive gift to get. I can give you even better gift for free right now. Caller 10, Josh. Listen to me. Caller 10. That's why it's a big deal. Ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Flowers are the way to a woman's heart, right? Flowers are
different things, but that's a good one.
That's one of them.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
That's a good one. No, that's a good one. That's a good one.
AD,
good job,
our friend Stacy at Pedal Creations.
Stacy
is incredible at flowers. Lots of different bouquets.
Yes,
and
she is.
Today she's offer caller 10 402-464-5685 will get a free bouquet of flowers from Stacy.
Nice. That's going to be a great gift.
If you don't win, please go over there. It's at 56 and just north of Highway 2. You can call her at 402-423-6500 or go to pedalcreations.com. She'll be very busy today, but get the caller's information, Josh. Caller 10 is going to get a free bouquet of flowers courtesy of Pedal Creations and Stacy there. So a lot of plugs going on. It's Valentine's Day. So we'll let AD and Raph take over with Nick also for Steve Sipple and Bill Busch and AD. I'm Jake Sorensen. We will see you tomorrow.
People always ask, what are Jake and Sip like when they're off the air? Well, the answer probably won't surprise you.
Hey, Jake, your Honda's looking a little dirty.
Says the guy whose license